Good evening, my darling batlings. I'm glad to see you there in chat, Sheba. I just got your message. Haven't had a chance to respond yet, but paying you quarterly is absolutely within my ability to do, given that my funds are going to be strapped for the next couple months. But yes, yeah, hi. Glad to have everyone here. Glad to be here tonight, because I thought I was going to be out of town. Turns out my dad just kind of sucks at conveying dates to me. And the date he actually wanted me to come down was during Memorial Day weekend, and I went over this last night. But anyways, yeah. I'm joined tonight by JKR and Purrit, and Kier's probably going to join later when he gets home from work.
Yay!
And tonight
Simulator.
We're going to be continuing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, hopefully finally getting to the androids after 2 streams of edging you guys with filler content. Because everyone knows the androids is one of the best parts of Dragon Ball. More specifically when they get to Cell.
Hey, Ferd.
Cell was the last person that I cared about in the series.
Are you looking for something, Ferd?
Not yet.
I feel like you're doing a bit, and I'm not in on it, and that makes me feel anxious.
What? Us? No.
No, he's leading into a bit, but he's doing it the wrong way. We'll get to that later.
All right, so without further Mountain Dew, let's bring up the game screen. Stop the where's the stop button? There we go. Stop the Sonic music. As good as that theme is for Amy, even though it's not officially Amy's theme, I think it's a better theme for her than her theme from Sonic Adventure. Let's see if this running this game with my VTuber model absolutely tanks my ability to use my model.
Oof.
And quickly screen share before the mod I installed comes in.
Hooray!
I did one mod just for Kier, and I'll have to show it again when he gets here.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but I think the balls are inert.
Dragon Ball Z!
Yeah, we're going back to 1996 with this one, motherfuckers. Try and copyright claim this, Toei.
So wait, this is like the original...
This is a mod that puts in the... This is the original Ocean Dub theme. By Shuki
Lord.
Levy and Ron Wasserman.
Lord.
There's another mod that puts in the Bruce Faulconer theme from the Funimation dub. But unmodded, it plays, you know, the Japanese theme, Chala Het Chala, which gets me copyright claimed every time. You know, as someone that just recently started watching the Ocean dub, I think it's kind of weird how most of the opening to the Ocean dub is footage from 2 of the movies. Rather than, you know, the show.
Yeah.
Isn't Dragon Ball like one of the few animes out there where the movies are actually canon?
The newer movies are canon, the old ones are not. The ones starting from Battle of Gods are canon. The ones prior to that came out during Dragon Ball Z's run are non-canon. Or the way they treat it in the franchise now is that they're alternate timelines. They're not Billy Mays here. They're alternate timelines.
I could have sworn... All right.
That's also how they treat GT now. It's an alternate timeline that happened instead of Super.
I swear to God, I read somewhere that all the Dragon Ball movies are canon, but
They're technically canon, they're just not canon to the current main timeline.
weird.
Like, they're events that happen, but since they established that Dragon Ball has a multiverse and alternate timelines, which are two different things, apparently, the movies are canon, they just didn't happen all within the same continuity that the show did.
I remember playing this game and actually enjoying it for a while until I realized it's just a lot of flying around and doing jack fucking all.
Yeah, it is a lot of that, but it's the most Dragon Ball Z feeling Dragon Ball Z game I've played that isn't just a pure fighting game. Like, it feels like you're playing through the anime instead of just playing through the highlight reels of the anime, like, cut down to just the fight scenes.
I think I can handle this.
There was a set of old Game Boy Advance games that were actually
Legacy
really
of
good.
Goku, I know what you're talking about.
Yes. I remember playing those quite religiously as a kid.
Yeah, the Legacy of Goku trilogy, which is weird to call it that,
Everyone
considering the third game doesn't
Everyone
have
shut
Legacy
up.
of Goku
Chi-Chi's
in
on the
its
screen.
name. Yep. Chi-Chi's on the screen. She,
Ready to hit the books again, Gohan?
You can hit my books, Chi-Chi.
she's married.
Yeah.
That's what I like to hear. You should
To
study
one of the
up
most
and
powerful men in the
Gohan's
universe.
Genius when
Yep.
he gets back. Yeah, sure thing.
One of the most powerful men in the universe, and also one of the most fucking stupid men in the universe.
Hurry back, Dad. We miss you.
No, let's be real. Goku just put all of his points into strength and none of them into intelligence.
Yeah.
Sorry, strength
He's
and
like-
charisma, considering he gets so many people on his side.
I was gonna say, he's like a barbarian, but uses magic.
I mean, technically it's not magic, because magic's considered a separate thing from energy attacks.
Fair.
Like, Majin Buu uses
Roughly
magic.
A year and a half had passed since the fight with the dreadful Frieza. But there was still no sign of Goku returning to Earth.
It took me until recently to learn that the narrator for Kai onwards is not Kyle Bear.
However, was to be
It's some guy I've never heard of named, like, Doc
as a new
Morgan.
threat was rapidly approaching the planet.
So I've been basing my Dragon Ball Z narrator impression off of the wrong narrator.
Oops.
Oh! We might actually get to the androids.
Yeah, we just gotta see how long this prologue sequence to this chapter is.
Oh, everyone.
Hey, they even have Vegeta in the Batman shirt. And Bulma with her worst look.
Too, right? It's Frieza and someone else with enormous.
Bulma, I love you. You are a beauty. You are a waifu legend, but you cannot pull off an
No
afro.
way we're gonna miss a massive energy reading like that.
This can't be
I'm
good.
also mildly
You
upset
really
that
think it's Frieza? Well, sure.
one of the hottest women in anime history is voiced by Monica Rial, doing the most Monica Rial voice Monica Rial can Monica Rial.
I mean, if it depends on what era of Monica Rial you're talking about, because before Bulma, she was known for high-pitched squeaky voices, like, probably most prominently Hyatt from, Excel Saga.
Fair.
They landed over there. It's Frieza. It's gotta be. I can't believe he's still alive.
Also,
It's almost
Krillin
like
is
Goku
voiced
has
by
a bad
Usopp.
track record of killing villains.
Do not fly them. Got it?
Right?
We can avoid scouter detection by simply walking up to them.
You guys have actually fought against someone with this much power?
You gotta be kidding me! What are we supposed to do once we get close to them? You'd rather stay back here and rot, is that it? Suit yourself. All of us know what we're up against.
I mean, Piccolo, remember, Yamcha's just going to get Yamcha'd.
Earth is completely done for.
This can't be happening.
You cannot fly or fire ki blasts while moving. Yep, we have to sneak up on them. Once again, even in a non-Metal Gear game, we have to be sneaky, sneaky.
Yeah,
Sneaky like we're Gohan.
Damn that Kakarot! Why didn't he finish that bastard off?
Vegeta, watch your language. This is a teen-rated game.
In the world did Frieza survive?
Anyways, let's fucking get on with this shit.
First, we'll move in. On foot, of course.
Also, Krillin is voiced by Usopp from One
The closer
Piece.
we get,
Yep,
the heavier the air.
and the original voice of Tom.
We're almost at his ship. Are you sure
From
you're ready
Toonami.
for this?
Yes.
Did not know that.
Yeah, he voiced him before Steve Bloom took over with Tom too.
So this is Earth. I've seen worse hunks of rock.
It seems this Super Saiyan Goku you keep going on about is set to arrive here in 3 hours.
And like talking about Frieza's portrayal in this game, because Frieza is just exclusively played by Damon Mills now. This is the first time, I believe, that we've gotten all of Frieza's forms voiced by Damon Mills, and he does a fantastic job.
I couldn't care less about the Earthlings, but we do
Before he would
ourselves
fill
as
in for Chris
Super
Ayers as like an understudy for projects where
By
Chris
any
Ayers wasn't
means
available due to health
necessary.
issues. Most notably, like his big push was Dragon Ball Fighters.
And what brings you here, Earthling?
I'm here to kill you.
Ah, yes, mysterious youth.
The mysterious savior from the future.
Oh my god, it's Silver the Hedgehog!
Can't possibly. I had no idea who that could possibly be.
Say,
So mysterious.
eliminate him.
Sir!
Yeah, I like how short Frieza actually is compared to King Cold.
Yep, well, in this form. In his
Oh,
second
yeah.
and third forms, he's bigger. But his final
yeah.
form,
It
he's pretty
seems
short.
You've got some skill.
Yeah.
King Cold is in his race's second form and keeps it like that. We never see him outside of that form.
I won't take it easy on you.
And so far, if we're counting movies,
So I see. So you're
like
an
pre-Battle of
ally.
Gods movies, Cooler is the only one to achieve a distinct fifth form that's not just a color swap.
Hmm.
Oh dear. You do realize that killing my men puts
Because
you-
starting with Resurrection F and then later in the Super Manga, Frieza gets two new forms, one that's gold and one that's black.
A miscalculation. Oh, I beg to differ.
And that's not counting the
Fighting
cyborg
you and the
form.
rest of the filth from
Yeah.
this planet would be child's play.
That's not what I meant. You're about to find out what it's like to fight a real Super Saiyan. And I'm not talking about Goku. There's another one right here. Ah!
He just farts.
Ah!
That was easy.
Prepare to die!
The only one dying.
And this fight's intentionally easy to show, like, to parallel how in the show, Trunks just absolutely fucking obliterated Frieza with no effort.
You came all the way here to Earth seeking revenge, but unfortunately for you, you're not gonna be able to carry it out. It's over! I'm gonna kill both of you. That's not a threat. It's a fact.
Badass Trunks actually was.
Yeah, Trunks was badass when he was introduced, and then he just kind of decays from there as he gets gradually outmatched by everything he came to stop.
Now's not the time to be holding anything back. Oh no!
Like, if there's anything I have to complain about in post-Frieza Saga arcs of Dragon Ball Z, it's that they keep on introducing like, oh, this guy's going to be a valuable asset to the team, and then it's like, nah, it's just gonna be either Goku and Vegeta, or Goku and Gohan saving the day.
So
like
what
Cell's an aversion to that, and that's why I like the Cell arc.
I was gonna say, so what you're saying is Trunks is basically the Tiger Hawk of.
I mean, I wouldn't call him the Tiger Hawk because he actually does something.
I was gonna say, Trunks actually survives.
Trunks survives. He's there for more than 2 episodes. He actually contributes to the story.
How is this possible? Frieza!
Part of me wants to take that shot of him doing the hand motions leading into the burning attack and just loop it for like a minute straight.
Do it.
That's me with my YouTube poop brain activated.
Like flash cut to Naruto.
Keep in mind, this was pre-Naruto.
God, it's a shame that Jump Force just did not work as a game.
Yeah. To my understanding, it was like a fun game. It just had a really bad roster and it looked hideous.
Oh no, the roster was amazing. It was just a shit game.
And it looked hideous.
Yeah.
Looks like the Dragon Balls have been restored. Now's not the time, Bulma.
Literally, the only thing that game had going for it was the roster and the character creator.
And then
And
your
the really
character
badass-
can't even say anything.
Yeah, and the really badass statue that you got if you bought the collector's edition, which I actually still have.
Isn't it?
Keep your guard up. We don't know who we're up against.
Granted, I never bought the collector's edition. I found that statue at Vintage Stock and bought it.
You're more than welcome.
Sort of like how I got that Loot Crate exclusive figurine of the Planet Express ship at a local thrift store.
He's gonna show up right over
Complete in
there.
box
If you're
for
coming.
$2.
Nice.
So, what
Nice.
do we do?
Not gonna lie, that's a good find.
I'm
Because as we found out, most of the Loot Crate exclusives just end up in thrift stores.
I'm going to find out who this creep is.
Pretty much. Loot Crate itself just kind of... If they're still around...
They're still
not
around,
really.
but they offer an even worse service than they did before.
Well, what pissed me off is I signed up for their Avatar thing they were doing, where they were going to do 4... They were going to do 4 boxes. One for each element, right?
Yeah.
They only did water, and then they stopped it.
So how do you know my dad?
Well, I've only heard.
Pissed me off because it was like a build-a-figure thing where you got one character
Oh,
from each set.
that's even worse that they didn't do the others then.
How
Yeah.
do you know when Goku's coming back?
Well, I'm afraid.
As someone who just recently started collecting Marvel Legends figures, it's
Can I ask,
it's gotta suck when they don't complete a Build-A-Figure set.
weren't you?
I hate the build-a-figure
How did you do
idea
that?
just because it's like, what if the line
Unfortunately,
doesn't do well?
I
Then
can't
they're
tell
not
you that
gonna,
either.
be
Sorry.
able to finish the damn set.
What's your name?
Well, most of them, they release all of them at one time.
You can't
Yeah,
even tell
usually
us
they
your name.
release all the figures in the
What
set
about
during
your
the same
age?
wave.
I'm 17.
So you can tell us your age.
Now, I am tempted. DC's getting ready to do a Build-A-Figure set
I am sorry.
that is Batman Forever themed,
Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
and the Build-A-Figure is the Man-Bat from the Joel Schumacher cut of the film.
So please just hang
Oh, I
tight
thought it
a
was
little
going
bit
to be
longer.
Big Riddle from the Batman Forever video game.
Nah. But no, it does have like a very screen accurate Jim Carrey Riddler, a very screen accurate Tommy Lee Jones Two-Face, and I think Robin, Alfred, and Batman are the other figures. And then you build Man-Bat.
Okay. Huh? Back.
Oh, hey, it's
Dad!
him.
The guy that is in the name of the game, who's not playable for most of the game.
It's the guy from Fortnite!
You mean you don't know
Get
who
out.
this is at all?
Get that shit.
It's the guy. It's the guy from the hit action sci-fi film Dragon Ball Evolution.
Took care of Frieza and the others. That was some crazy.
Now available on DVD and Blu-ray.
Did you know that at one point they wanted George Lucas to direct that movie?
Oh, God.
Super Saiyan? Goku, I need to speak with you in private, if you don't mind. With me?
Now think about it. We could have gotten a Dragon Ball movie directed by a prequel Star Wars era George Lucas.
Sorry, guys. Just hang tight for a bit.
I mean, there are worse directors. Like
It
the
would have
one
been
that
better
actually
than
ended
what
up
we got.
directing- I was gonna say, like the one that ended up directing Dragon Ball Evolution. Thanks to that asshole, we will probably never get an accurate Dragon Ball Z movie.
I mean, it did have some benefits to it happening. Like, the whole reason that Battle of Gods and later Super happened was because Dragon Ball Evolution pissed off Toriyama so much that he made new Dragon Ball stories out of spite.
Fair. And if I'm being honest, live-action One Piece probably wouldn't have happened if Dragon Ball had done successfully.
Yeah, because they
because
would have
one of
gone down the route. They would have gone down the same route that Dragon Ball Evolution did instead of actually making it a good adaptation.
Yep. Because one of the reasons that Oda oversaw the production of the first season was because he absolutely did not want it to be anything like Evolution. Like, he outright stated, I will frickin' like kill somebody if they make it like Evolution.
Yawning already?
It's been a long day. It's hot too, so the heat's been getting to me.
But we haven't even gotten to the filler parts yet.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the driving episode yet. Which is actually in the game.
I'll say he's not joking.
I'm pretty sure he could turn into a Super Saiyan as well. Just who is that guy? I need to know something. Are you able to become a Super Saiyan at will? Yeah. I mean,
This is probably a spicy take here, but I've never been a fan of Eric Vale's take on Trunks.
that's great.
He sounds a bit too gruff for a 17-year-old.
Transforming for me now. You got
Well, he's a 17-year-old trying to sound tough.
I prefer Kaiser Neko's take on Trunks because it sounds more natural and still sounds like a 17-year-old trying to sound
become a
tough.
Super Saiyan 2.
Also, I did not realize that Trunks was voiced by Sanji.
And I won't go easy. Fine by me.
Also, Eric Vale's kind of a prima donna from my experience with him.
I mean, he was awesome when I met him.
I mean, I didn't get to meet him. The problem was, he rage quit the convention that he was supposed to appear at in local to me because he tried to get in without his ID or security badge and did the whole "don't you know who I am" thing to the security guards that were, not going to know him by face recognition. And then he got all pissy and went on Twitter and told people to avoid that convention from now on. When it's like, dude, it's your fault for trying to get in without your badge.
I mean, that's fair. I met him back in January, while dressed as Sanji. And he seemed pretty damn cool to me. But
You're incredible, Goku.
it is what it is.
You're no slouch yourself.
Everyone has different experiences with different celebrities.
Yeah, like my experience with Sean Schemmel was good, but I know he's an absolute, he's got a massive ego.
Oh, God, yes.
And that, he's overprotective of the Goku role.
Yep. And also, despite everyone thinking that they're best of friends, him and Christopher Sabat do not get along at all.
Yep.
I was supposed to.
And a lot of that actually has to do with the fact that they keep getting booked for the same conventions.
For some reason, I guess you couldn't.
Because they're Goku and Vegeta. So they got to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Well, they keep getting booked for the same conventions, and they keep having to share a hotel room together. And frickin' Christopher Sabat fucking hates him.
I don't blame him. I honestly don't.
He's absolutely one of the most annoying roommates you could ever have.
I mean, the satisfying thing about the con that I met Sean Schemmel was at is that Masako Nozawa was also there, and they had to do a panel together, and he got absolutely humiliated in front of the longest-serving Goku voice actor in history.
Nice.
Amazing. You're just as good as I'd heard.
Like, the one Goku voice actor that he's not allowed to try and gatekeep.
I'll tell you everything. But please, it's important that you make sure not to tell anyone else what I'm about to tell you. Gotcha. Don't worry. Talk away. Your secrets are safe with me. It might be difficult to believe what I'm about to say, but I've come here from 20 years into the future using a time machine. The future? 20 years from now?
I've come here to warn you about the Iblis trigger.
My God! Oh, God.
Hi, Cloud Sato. Hope you're doing well. I saw that figurine you got. It is something. Yeah. I'm hoping that, I'm trying to save up to make sure I have enough for that Murasaki figure that comes out in October.
So please listen.
I need to try and save up enough for this convention I'm going to in December.
3 years from now.
It keeps getting progressively more expensive with each day.
Oh, yeah.
Powerful figures
I know what you mean.
on an island.
Let's see. Amalie will be there. Sayu will be there. Kamiko Glenn will be there.
Aliens?
They just announced Brandon Rogers.
They're androids. Created right here.
And then, of course, Kate Higgins. And there's a couple others.
Mad scientist
Todd wants to know
up.
which con you're talking about.
named Dr. Giraud.
Anime 405 in Oklahoma City.
That's right. The same one you took down many years ago. Oh yeah.
So, like, going back to talking about this specific game, I really want to see CyberConnect 2, the developers of this game, do their take on, like, a Dragon Ball RPG, action RPG, as opposed to another Z game, which they kind of did in one of the DLCs. But part of the problem with that is that the opening arcs of Dragon Ball are so comedy-focused that it'd be hard to translate into a more action-focused game.
And
right.
Eventually turned on their creator, meaning the androids were free to.
But if anyone could do it, I think CyberConnect 2 could.
Heart's content. It's been just.
I'm just it. I say that partly because I'm a big .hack fanboy, so of course I'm going to shill for CyberConnect 2.
Everybody else, they're gone. 20 years from now, I'm the only fighter left. In the fight, 3 years from now, my father over there, Krillin, Piccolo, everyone is killed. Only Gohan managed to make it out alive. He taught me how to fight 4 years before I came here in the time machine. As you know...
Problem is, he got disarmed during one of the fights and couldn't quite hold up again.
Meaning we couldn't bring anyone back once they were killed. The android's unquenchable lust for bloodshed eventually turned the world into a nightmare.
Also, they adapted History of Trunks into a DLC for this game.
Nothing can take them down.
Nice.
And did a follow-up DLC to it where it's the, like, future Trunks timelines take on the Buu saga.
You'll fall prey to a severe heart virus. What?
But I haven't gotten to play any of the DLC yet, but the one I'm looking forward to most is the one that adapts Bardock, father of Goku.
This sucks on so many levels. I can't believe I'm gonna die in such a lame way.
Because everyone loves Bardock.
Fight those guys. You're disappointed you can't fight them? Aren't you scared? Well, yeah, I'm scared. But you said they're crazy strong, right?
Using Ching-Yi right now is awesome. She's fun to use. I need to actually sit down and play Zenless Zone Zero instead of just checking in and doing my dailies.
Take this. It's a medicine developed 20 years
I need to actually open up Zenless Zone Zero. I haven't in a couple days.
Whoa, really? Awesome! Thanks!
Pardon me.
Normally, history shouldn't be changed. But I've got to do whatever I can to prevent those atrocities from coming to pass. My mother always spoke very well of you. She knew you'd help us. That's what pushed her to complete the time machine.
Oh, Trunks, did she tell you about the time that I pulled off her underwear while she was asleep and
Yes, she knows you well.
then she flashed herself in front of Master Roshi thinking that she still had underwear on? No, why the hell would she? Wait, what? What did you do? Goku, you're a monster!
Your mom isn't... Yes.
That's another reason why it would be hard to adapt Dragon Ball into a more modern video game, because there's so much fan service involving a 16-year-old Bulma.
That's gotta be the
That is integral to the plot progression.
Oh, jeez.
To think she'd end up with Vegeta of all people. I mean, it just
Hey, Kier, feel free to join it whenever you get the chance, because there's a mod I installed that we saw at the beginning that I would love to show to you, that I installed just for you. Yamcha's too much of a deadbeat. Yeah, Yamcha, they really don't paint a flattering portrayal of Yamcha in this game. Almost all of the side quests related to him are about him cheating on multiple girls at once.
Making a round trip in the time machine requires
And then them finding out and beating the shit out of him.
If I can survive until then,
And him ending up in a crater in his post-Cyberman pose.
stay alive. What a great new goal. Now I'm gonna start training extra hard for the next 3 years.
Which it's weird that he became... It's weird that he became a ladies' man, considering his whole thing in Dragon Ball during his introduction was that he was terrified of women.
Hello.
Hello. Showed up just in time for the beginning of the Android saga.
Nice.
Just got through Trunks' introduction. Sorry, mysterious youth.
I see that rank.
Still don't know who he is.
I said before, he's Silver the Hedgehog.
Nah.
It seems like he got a brief introduction, didn't it?
I can't look at Vegeta's Badman shirt without expecting it to have a different slogan on the back every time that says stuff like "Dumb Cumpster" or "Pull my hair."
That guy take off.
I was thinking, pull my hair, get out my mind.
Yeah, he, I guess you could say he went back home.
That's what Dragon Ball Z Abridged did, and it's the better take.
Also, I just realized, I'm looking at Gohan right now. He has a 12 head right now. That little window.
Yep. Also, have you ever noticed that Gohan tends to model his hairstyles after Yamcha?
Yeah, there's so many memes about it.
The best headcanon I've seen about that, and it's not like a Yamcha's his real dad thing. It's like Yamcha's one of the few people he knows in his life other than Goku who has hair that isn't in a permanent style. So his idea of fashionable hairstyles comes from Yamcha.
On the hunt for the
I like to think of it also like this. Yamcha, when he's not being, a womanizer, is actually a good adult role model.
He's the most, for better or for worse, he's the most normal out of all of them.
3 years from now.
Yeah.
In order to prevent history from plunging into darkness, everyone
I've never seen anyone cosplay this version of Goku.
Against the androids.
Yeah, usually the only Goku cosplays I ever see are like, default Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, or occasionally Super Saiyan 3.
Or the broken, ripped up shirt, basically. The battle damage.
I'm just as shocked as all of you.
Along with those, which is also Kaioken, which I've seen.
One of the things I want to do when I get in better shape is cosplay the super version of Broly. When he's still got the newer type of Saiyan armor on.
What happened to you?
I kind of want to cosplay Piccolo.
I thought I was done for, but then
if I was going to
get ready to invest in a lot of body paint for that.
I mean, I already told you, I already started getting some of the stuff for Boo, and I just need some more body paint.
Yeah, but Piccolo has like patterns on his body.
Yeah. The funny thing is, some of that paint can be used for some of the pattern stuff.
Yep.
That explains the getup. I'm guessing that's
If I was going to cosplay anyone in the Dragon Ball universe, it would be Yamcha, just so I could run up to random people and collapse.
Yep.
Oh, I can already see you doing a video where you're asking people if like you can like tap them on the shoulder, they wave, and you just like pass out.
There's a guy at my local convention scene who cosplays Master Roshi every year, and he carries around a swimsuit magazine with him to pose with.
Oh yeah, no, hold on. Yeah, you reminded me. I do actually have a full-on Master Roshi costume. I just never used it.
The weird thing is
mainly because I didn't like the beard, and I keep forgetting to look for a better beard.
The beard is hard to get right.
I might have one. I need to actually check later on, and if it's the right beard, I will send you a link.
Okay.
Yeah, I just think it's curly. I think that's the only thing. So I need to see if it's like we could straighten it.
Again 3 years from now.
Usually can't straighten pre-curled beards or like wigs in general.
The androids will arrive.
Unless they're treated a certain way.
Well, it's because if it's made out of synthetic fibers, which most of them are, these days, then it'll just melt them.
And don't show up.
Yeah, Ardo Wigs has ones that are treated a certain way where they can be used under like certain heat limits.
But mark my words.
So I'll definitely check for you. I'll check the information for you and make sure.
I also want to cosplay Vegeta in the Batman shirt.
Get the one that says "Blowjob Princess." I remember.
No,
that
I would
one.
get kicked out of the con with that.
Oh yeah. What about one? Oh, okay. Hear me out, okay?
All right, we better get going.
Okay.
We're waiting.
We're waiting.
Excuse me. If you're gonna do Jamil White, it's I'm waiting. Gotta add that sass in there. Stop. But have it basically be like sequence, but it also have it be like you know how the shirt says, "Hey, want to play with the wiener dog?" It's like an actual wiener. Have it be where it's like the kid friendly innuendo type thing where you won't get kicked out.
I mean, I'd just rather not risk it.
Yeah, I got you.
Because my local con's kind of prudish.
Fine. But don't waste
like, they don't allow guys to go shirtless unless they're wearing pasties.
That's no
fair.
Yeah, it's in the name. It's in the name of gender equality. Because if women aren't allowed to go shirtless, then men aren't allowed to either.
Training with Piccolo.
Which, understandable.
Understandable, yeah. I'm also a member of the whole free to nipple type thing, so everyone should be able to, Yeah. That's a whole other story.
All right, so brief reset to the title screen, just to show off the mod that was installed solely for Kier.
Oh god, is it gonna be like a Bubsy dragon or something?
No. It's something you're actually going to like. It's not a shit post.
It's not a shit
post.
Bubsy
It's not a shit post. It's partly something for you, partly something to get around the content ID system.
Oh.
Why are you lying to him? Just admit that it's Bubsy and Dragon Ball Z combined.
My god. Let's see.
Told you there's not much of a modding community for this game, but this is one of the best ones out there.
Yeah. It still works though.
That's the best part, yeah. I do feel like they might have tweaked the pacing a little bit.
They looped some parts of it to make it fit the animation.
Yeah.
And they also used the album version of Rock the Dragon because the TV version has like voice clips of people shouting in fight scenes.
Yeah. Like, this really feels like this works so well. I feel like I'm also watching an AMV from like 2008. Oh, this made my bad mood turn into a good one.
There, I knew this would help you.
Completely stupid and random fact, but did you know that Dragon Ball Z is actually the only anime that is actually licensed to where not a single one of the characters can be in a Fortnite Battle Pass?
Personally, I didn't care.
They all have to be in item shop if they're going to do a Dragon Ball Z character in Fortnite. Not that
So,
it
yeah,
matters with how the current Battle Pass system works, but...
There's your fan service for the night here.
Yeah.
Well, first bit of fan service, because one of the filler episodes they adapt for the Android arc of the game is the driving school episode.
You're shitting me.
I'm not.
He shits you not.
I shit you not. They actually
Not
adapt
yet.
They actually adapt Goku and Piccolo driving cars.
The amount of shitting is 0.
So is shit times 0?
Shit times 0. So 0 shits.
Up, Yamcha wants something.
I just fucking realized that's Yamcha.
Okay, what is it, Yamcha? Is this gonna be another side quest that ends with him being blown up in a crater, lying down in his death pose?
God, please.
You know, I despise Yamcha, not for the character himself, because I don't really care too much about Dragon Ball, but my former friend, the one that I cut ties with back in, I want to say 2023,
Right.
His YouTube username was Yamcha Rules.
So he's got good taste. Got it.
I mean, if it was
That was a
Krillin
bad-
rules,
It was
then
a
yeah.
bad joke, JK. It was a bad joke, JKR. I'm sorry.
That was fine.
Anyways, it looks like this isn't shenanigans with Yamcha for once. They're throwing a party for Goku's return.
He's still going to end up in a crater.
I think this is one of the side quests you only get if you have the first season pass.
The cheddar dip hits him way too hard.
He chokes on an
He
artichoke.
gets some explosive diarrhea, literally.
I was gonna say he chokes on an artichoke dip.
All right.
Haha, I get it.
He artichokes.
Yeah. The
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
I am just off my A game tonight.
Oh, and we got some stuff over at Capsule Corp.
If it helps you feel any better, I'm starting to get a headache. I don't know
If it helps
why.
you feel any better, I've had such a long fucking day that I'm not on my A game either.
If it makes you feel any better, I have crippling depression.
If it helps you feel any better, I have osteoporosis.
If it helps you feel any better, I'm psychotic.
If it makes you feel any better, I'm asthmatic.
Yeah, how's it feeling better? I'm pissed off.
We got a keeper.
Hey, well, two of us can't be pissed off. I mean, I'm not as pissed off as before, but
And let's just say I'm still dealing with the shit that I had to deal with on Thursday.
don't worry.
If it helps you feel any better, I'm dead inside.
Oh, I'm also dead inside. That makes two of us.
Hey,
Oh, JKR, remind me to try and find this recipe I saw for you.
Yeah.
It was fish. It was pescatarian related. I gotta try and find it again. I saw it on Facebook. I didn't share it because it still kind of resets, which is rare now.
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get a chance to share it. I wanted to tag you in it. I'm gonna try and find it again.
All right.
If I
Can we
can't
talk
find
about
it
how
again,
much
I'll-
detail they put into making the food look absolutely delicious?
Oh yeah,
Give me a break.
dude. I would eat that Studio Ghibli food, the food of Final Fantasy 14.
What about
This
15?
could be 15, 15, excuse me.
What about the food?
Monster
What
Hunter,
about Eggman's sandwich from Sonic Unleashed?
That's included. That's also included.
The hyper-realistic sandwich.
How about some
Ooh.
How about some delightful deviled eggs?
The funny thing is, I'm not a deviled eggs kind of guy.
Yep. Oh, I love me some deviled eggs. They're really good.
Yeah.
Like, I think I could. I think if I were to make them, I would like them, but I don't think other people would like them.
Depends on what you put in them.
Oh, I'm making it like African spicy for one.
Are they made with actual eggs?
Yes.
Are they made with actual devils?
I mean, if the spicy food from Africa is considered, the devils, then yes.
I mean,
I'm not going to confirm or deny that because there's no right way to answer that without sounding problematic.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's not. Let's not get a strike tonight.
Hold on. I think it's funnier because the black guy said it. Now, isn't it?
Well, here's the thing. I was gonna make a bad joke as well. But I think this would be more towards cannibalism than anything else.
You're gonna eat other bombs?
No, you idiot!
You're gonna eat Bomberman?
Bombs?
What he's saying is that the food is the bomb. Come on, guys.
No, you idiot! I was fine. I'm gonna have to explain the joke.
So there is no joke.
Better if you don't.
All I was gonna say was that are you saying that when Kira said African spice, my mind went to, so you're gonna bring some Africans over here and use them as spice. That's the joke. Stupid, I know, but yeah, that was the fucking joke.
So anyway, we're fighting Vegeta.
Yep, fighting Vegeta at a party.
Yes, also thank you for the book here. That was deserved. I deserve that.
Also, sit in the corner and think about what you've done.
I got to say, if you're not fighting Vegeta, is it really a party?
He came here for a banquet, and he finds out it's a potluck. You cheap fucks!
I'll say fuck.
I don't know how to make deviled eggs!
The funny thing is, a potluck actually sounds really nice right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, you can have one pot be pescatarian, one pot being more meat. Yeah. Out of respect for everyone there. And
would one pot be pot? That would be the pot brought. That would be the pot brought by Mr. Popo. If we're going off Dragon Ball Z abridged.
So you're talking about the pot I would very much like.
Here, whenever you and I actually manage to meet up in person, we need to do like a cook-off.
Pescatarian, obviously, because you have to be able to eat it.
Right.
And I already know I have to practice what I want to make because I haven't made it in since my.
I'm not allowed to cook for JKR. Not since the accident.
The only thing I have to ask: Are you
sorry about that?
Octopus and squid?
Yes, I can eat octopus and squid.
It's okay. It's okay for it. The accident was not your fault. You need to let it go. JKR's in a better place now.
I'm standing right here, you asshole!
I mean, technically you're
still hear his voice.
Quick question. Can you do clams and mussels also?
Yes, I can.
Beautiful. You're liking what I'm this bit of the stuff I'm mentioning, aren't you?
I'm guessing you're thinking of a paella, aren't you?
Oh, no. I have a seafood soup that I'm very particular about.
Now!
I have to use fresh herbs.
And now we have to fight Bulma!
Bulma was supposed to be in Budokai 3, but she got cut.
I remember you told me that. It was
to the point where her original voice actress Tiffany Vollmer recorded fight dialogue for that game. But
what?
They ended up not implementing Bulma. She was just going to be an alternate skin for Videl.
Dude, I would have liked that. As a fan of Budokai 2 and 3.
So, Kira, are you referring to Chippino?
I don't know if it's Chippino. I just made it myself because, like, I refuse to use, like, powdered stuff. Like, I gotta have peppercorns where I grind it myself into it. Like, the only thing I would use as powdered would be, like, a little bit of onion powder.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then maybe a little bit of paprika, because I think I like pre-season my my shrimp before I put it into the soup. Yeah. Like I make my own broth minus the vegetable stock. I do a combination of vegetable stock and having my own like the bits I'm using for the broth for the fishiness of it. I'm very particular with it.
Yeah, if
You guys
anything,
are making me crave some of my leftover chicken nuggets and mozzarella sticks.
That sounds
They're the closest food
honestly.
to me.
Yeah.
In all honesty, that sounds delicious right now. Because I only had 2 protein shakes to eat today.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to... It looks like we get to pilot one of those walker things from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lord.
The funny thing is...
But do we get a gun?
I mean, we got key blasts.
I mean, if you're playing as Vegeta, you get the Gallic gun, which is technically a gun. It has gun in the name.
I know it's not canon, but I know in the Budokai games, Trunks knows the Gallic gun.
In some of them, yes.
It makes sense. You know, him being the offspring and all that.
My God! The shotgun!
There's your gun. The shotgun.
Shotgun.
Oh, this thing jumps like crazy. Holy shit.
Would you expect any different from an anime game?
I wasn't expecting the walker to jump higher than Goku does.
You know what? That's a game I should stream one day, just for shits and giggles.
What?
The Spy X Family game.
Ooh, I heard it's good.
I mean, I played it on Switch. It's good. It's just you only play as Anya.
But it makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, thinking about
no, that's a lie. That's a lie. There are side missions you can do where you play as Yor and Lloyd.
You mean Lloyd?
This isn't Ninjago.
The funny thing,
to say no.
The funny thing is, I'm looking at this walker, right?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, this would sell as a sport if this was real.
It would if it controlled better. This thing's so stiff. And that's totally what she said. That is what she said, given that I'm gender fluid and one of my preferred pronouns is she.
I'm just a cross-dresser, so either works for me.
Yeah.
But being
I
genuine,
identify as a rodent.
Being genuine, wouldn't you love to actually see a sport use these, like whether it's Olympics or a local thing?
I want to see Olympic mech combat where they just shoot tennis ball cannons at each other.
Sorry about that.
Time's up.
Make it in time.
I'm honestly surprised we don't live in a generation where Halo's an Olympic sport yet.
Because no one cares about Halo anymore.
It's an esport, though, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Barely.
I meant like an Olympic sport.
Oh.
They don't do esports in the Olympics yet.
They need to.
There's been discussions about whether they should be.
No, but they sure as shit'll do breakdancing.
Hey, Dashcat.
Hey,
yeah,
Dashcat.
by the way, there's a whole scandal about that. Oh, and by the way, remember the line you wanted to say, and I said you use it when you ban people or bots? A bot got banned.
Oh yeah, it did.
Savage
Warrior got banned for spam detected. Good job, Saribot. The bot doing the job of banning the bots.
Yep.
That's how you know your bots work.
Yep.
I mean, they work better than Eggman's bots because they have a lower percentage chance of turning on you. Still not saying absolute 0%. Hi, Death. I don't know if the bonk worked, but, hi, Death. I'm still getting used to saying hi, Death as a casual thing.
I was about to say, and you failed.
Yeah, it's hard to land the jumps with, these kind of controls.
Remember how we promised we were going to get to the androids tonight?
Yes. And then I got sidetracked by but not just a side quest, a DLC side quest.
The funny thing is,
damn you, Yamcha!
Yeah, it's all Yamcha's fault because he's the one who invited us to this party. And now look what we're doing. We're racing mechs.
If it had a hover function, I think that would make it a little bit easier.
I mean, that's how the cars work.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the game where you control a mech that has a light hover.
Sonic Adventure 2?
Yes, thank you.
Which is how this should control.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of mech. Let it control like Eggman.
I'm sitting here laughing like, oh my gosh, that was the actual mech I was thinking of. Thank you.
Oh,
No,
the
for
bonk
real,
did
thank
go
you.
through. I just didn't hear it. Because I kind of can't look at the screen. I have to. I don't have enough eyes to be able to manage both my preview and getting through a time trial race at the same time.
Well, I mean, I think the good doctor can arrange something for you.
Yeah, probably.
Death Cat says grow more eyes.
Grow more eyes.
He's not a Shagoth. Like, he can't grow more eyes as needed. Well, we can't implant them.
Man, this feels great.
Not with that attitude, he can't.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, this feels great.
No, it doesn't.
If it doesn't feel like a ham sandwich or a steak, it does not feel great.
What about a steamed ham?
I have several questions.
I have no answers. Maybe.
I don't
That's
think.
probably for the best.
Arikado, I hope you're ready for mouth-watering shroom burgers.
You mean Goom Burgers?
Well, I call them shroom burgers, but yes.
You call Goom Burgers Shroom Burgers.
Yes, it's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region?
City of Chicago.
Yeah.
Really?
Whoa, a waterfall.
I'm not from Chicago, but I still feel like that's some fucking bullshit you're trying to sell me.
Kind of like a deep dish pizza.
Hey, I'll have you know that deep dish pizza is an art form.
It's an art form. It's a Dadaist art form, where the whole point is to make you question what is art.
Man, this feels great. Sorry about that.
Ah, you was right there.
Nobody move! I dropped a contact lens.
Rolls on the floor. Oh, we got another bot got banned.
Yeah, I saw that.
The bots are out in full force tonight.
Here. Do you have any idea what I had to go through to get the eye that contact lens was on?
All right, let's do this.
He never
What?
said that
I
it
never
was his
said it was
contact
my
lens.
contact lens.
I'm just gonna keep rolling around in this pile of mud. I need to cool down. You're not even listening.
You're supposed to be part lichen, not part werepig.
Don't forget, dogs, wolves, they do like mud.
Trust me, I know. I've grown up with dogs. When I was living in the country with my grandparents for a couple of years, we would give my childhood dog Snowball a bath outdoors because she was too big to fit in the sink. And the first thing she would do after getting her bath would be find a patch of dirt and roll around in it.
What kind of dog was
So
Snowball?
let me ask you this: you don't think
We never
lichens
found
and-
out what kind Snowball was. We just figured she was some kind of mutt. We were told that she was a yellow lab Sheltie mix, but she had a tongue that's distinctly chow chow colored, where it's got like the purple spots. And she had the white fur, but it wasn't a coat that was similar to either a Labrador or a Sheltie, and she looked like a miniature version of a white-coated not Greyhound, German Shepherd.
Sometimes you feel like a mutt.
Dash Cat. Fun fact about a little zoology fun fact for you. Animals that can't sweat will use mud in order to cool themselves down. It helps shields them from the sun and the UV rays.
Yep.
I hope that information helps you, my friend.
It's called nature's sunscreen.
Yeah. At one point, I wanted to be a zoologist. That's why I know this type of stuff. So if you have any questions about animals, just let me know. I'll do my best to answer for you.
I got a question for you about animals. Why are cats?
Yes.
Like, why are cats?
Just why are cats?
The answer is yes.
Like anything about the weird behavior that cats have. Just why are cats? I say this as someone that's grown up with a lot of cats.
I grew up around a lot of cats also. Mainly my
Can you pet a tiger? Depends on if it's domesticated or not. I've seen a video of a woman in Russia who has a pet panther.
No way.
Here's the thing: you can pet a tiger, even in the wild, but only once.
Yeah.
Did you know that tigers purr? Did you know that tigers purr when they're happy?
Just know Just know that if I ever meet a danger kitty, my last words were probably "Here, kitty, kitty, kitty."
Oh,
same thing as me running into a dingo. They look like the goodest boys.
Just to show you're telling the truth, I got a video. I will post it into the group for you. Just because it's relevant to what we're talking, and it'll also bring more traffic.
Why are some of the most dangerous animals on the planet also the most adorable?
Yeah, right.
Because life hates us.
Like, polar bears are cute, but they're also one of the most vicious predators out there.
Yeah.
And going extinct.
Actually, they are the most dangerous bear.
If not petable, why pet shape? Exactly, Death.
Indeed.
Yeah, because you mentioned the polar bear thing. I actually had to look this up because I was talking to someone about bears, and polar bears are the most deadly bear.
Just remember, guys, if I ever die choking on a gummy bear, just tell everyone a bear took me out.
What kind of, let me say, a grizzly bear? What worked for your throat?
I will be sure to tell people that you died being choked by a gay fat man. You said you wanted me to tell them that you were taken out by a bear.
God damn it, Arikado.
Oh my gosh, Dash Cat, you're right.
Mr. Satan would be into crypto? Yes, he would. He's all about that scam life.
Oh my god. Dash Cat, I didn't even think about that.
He would launch his own shit coin, get into a controversy about it, and bury it with his extremely good PR.
The funny thing is, because Hercule is so popular, it would actually succeed, I think.
I'm not talking about failing. I mean something that's designed to fail just so we can run away with the money. Well, actually, no, Mr. Satan wouldn't do that because he's a good person out at heart. It's just that, he's out of his league.
Like, the funny thing is, I could see his coin actually being successful. That's the funny thing, because he is...
I see you're enjoying throwing stuff at me, Nerdy Furret. Are you still angry that I turned your own words back on you?
I just thought of one. We need a shield. We need a shield.
No comment.
The protection against
also, we're just not going to acknowledge that Master Roshi just fucking died.
I mean, it's Master Roshi. He'll be fine.
Has Master? Wait, yeah, he has died at least once. With the time that Kid Boo blew up the planet.
To be fair, though, everyone died then.
Not everyone. The people that weren't on Earth didn't die.
Proto has a little fact for us.
Speaking of bears, did you know that club bears are the most cuddly bears? They just might try to take you home later. Yeah. There's a funny story that Kaiser Neko from Team 4-Star told on his social media about convention appearance he had. When he goes to conventions, he wears a hat that says bara, which is a Japanese term that refers to bears, as in, like, you know, the gay man stereotype. He got a kid who was obviously not old enough to know what that means, that came up to him at his autograph table and said, "I like your bear hat."
That's adorable.
Thinking that actually said bear and not like that kind of bear.
Yeah, the funny thing is because the innocence makes it adorable.
Roshi dies all the time? No, he suffers fatal injuries all the time, but he doesn't die. Like, if I remember correctly, there was a time he got his neck snapped by Android 18 because he copped a feel of her boob.
Yeah.
I'm just now finding out that there's a line of PlayStation action figures, and one of them is Aloy.
Yep, they were meant to be sort of like PlayStation's answer to Amiibo, but without the in-game functionality.
Like, these just came out this like last month.
I thought you were talking about the ones from a few years ago.
Yeah, something right.
Now that that's over, I think it's time to train.
Anyways, we got more side quests to do.
Yay.
Like, it's Aloy, Kratos, and the kid.
The kid?
From
yes.
God of War. I can't remember his name.
Atreus.
Yes.
I played enough of God of War 2018 to at least know Atreus' name.
I still need to actually beat God of War 2018. Like, I only ever got so far in it.
It's longer than it needs to be.
I just need to play some God of War because it's been a minute.
The combat's also shit in God of War 2018. Like, it would be more manageable if you could see shit that was coming at you from behind you, instead of having to use vague on-screen indicators to tell you when you're about to get cheap-shotted. Like, there's a reason that in the old God of Wars, the camera was pulled back so you could see everything around you.
So, I'm doing some admin stuff real quick. I had to ban somebody. So when selling the Ultimate Dino City Garage Hot Wheels set, and I want it.
No!
You think the combat is great? I'm coming at this from the perspective of someone that grew up playing the original God of War games.
There is,
I like the combat in God of War 1 through 3 better. I like the story of the new games better than the old ones.
There is actually a reason that the combat is the way it is. God of War 2018 is actually the very first video game in recorded history in which the entire game is one long shot from start to finish. Like, the camera is, like, it never...
I feel like that's a dubious claim at best, considering Jak and Daxter made the same claim in 2001.
Well, Jak and Daxter had cutscenes.
Yeah, in-engine cutscenes.
That changed the well, no, because they, like, changed the camera angle.
Oh, you mean, like, one continuous shot, not,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about, like, one seamless run without loading screens.
Right. That's what I meant, the one continuous shot.
I mean, yeah,
Like,
that's impressive from a cinematic angle, but it makes for a less optimal gameplay experience.
Right, but that's why the combat changed.
I'm not saying there's no reason. I'm saying it's a bad reason.
All right.
I don't think the sequel Ragnarok followed the same suit. I don't think it did the continuous shot thing.
Unless you die, it doesn't break the camera shot. Yeah.
Time to get collecting.
Like I think anyone who argues that the old God of War games had more compelling stories are nostalgia blinded, shall we say? Because so much of the original God of War series before 2018 was just Kratos gradually fucking things up and then blaming other people for it.
Pretty much.
Hey, Proto.
Huh?
Oh, no. Let's go back to that screenshot of Boma for a second.
I can't. I've already got the memory.
Damn it.
I mean, if you want, I could start a whole new save file and start from the beginning and play all the way back to where we are, just so we could see that again.
Why won't this game just let me be a pervy for it?
Speaking about ferrets, would I eventually hunt that shiny one? Would you like me to name it Nerdy for you?
Sure.
And I'm going to be hunting...
if it ends up being female, name it Nerdy with an I.
Oh, that's no problem. I'm going to give you the one with the better IVs anyway, because I don't really use the line at all. But I'll give you the one with the better IV, because I figure you would probably want to use it that way.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
No problem.
Also, going back to, I do think there's depth in the original game story, especially with the lore. Yeah, there is depth in the lore. It's just that, a lot of it's overshadowed by a lot of the presentation being more focused on, like, we're rated M for manly. We got titties and gore everywhere.
I'm hungry. Damn, Piccolo.
I don't think that was Piccolo.
That was Kid Piccolo.
Yeah.
Oh,
right after
okay.
he was hatched.
The funny thing is, I was actually thinking about smoked fish, like just now.
I was thinking about steamed hams because I picked some up to cook later.
I just want some smoked fish, I think, right now.
Oh yeah, and since we're done with the Frieza saga, now we're going to get Frieza Force Troopers on Earth in addition to the robots we've been fighting.
Hold on, is it one of those Pui?
No. No, Pui's, we already killed Pui. These are, like, generic troops that share models.
Okay, one of them looked like they had a model.
One of them shares a model with Apul, who's probably who you're thinking of.
That might be it.
Pui had a distinct design that didn't look like the other generic Frieza troopers. In terms of character depth, the 4 and 5 games are better. Yeah, like, in terms of trying to tell a character arc, 2018 and Ragnarok do a better job, whereas, like, Kratos doesn't really get a good arc until God of War 3, and even then it's still overshadowed by him destroying the fucking world in the name of getting back at his dad over something that was his fault.
By the way, you're right, it was a pool.
Also...
Here, quick question. Did the Starscream I sent you come in?
I haven't gotten it yet.
I checked tracking. It says it was delivered.
Nothing got delivered to me. I didn't sign anything.
Yeah, and someone may have stolen it because it says it was signed for by a. I'll send you a screenshot of what it's actually. Oh no, better yet, I will send you the link.
Yeah, nothing got sent to me. I didn't sign for anything.
He wasn't here to sign for anything.
Yeah, I didn't think so. There you go, Kier.
Also, one of the random and most pointless pieces of trivia you will ever get from Nerdy Furret.
Aside from all the others.
But, in the original God of War trilogy, Kratos was voiced by T.C. Carson, or Terrence Carson.
Who is that? That's not even my name.
I know, that's what I'm surprised.
But T.C. Carson was also best known as one of the people that died in Final Destination 2.
I mean, I've got a useless bit of trivia about related to Dead Rising for you guys.
Yeah, I was at work during that time.
Yeah, I thought so.
And I can hold on. Let me send you a screenshot of my schedules for that time frame, so you can send an investigation on that, because that.
I haven't gotten around to playing Ragnarok yet because I still need to finish 2018 because I'm actually engaged in the story. Apart from, like, how much of it is just trekking from one place to another.
An even better bit of trivia is that in the God of War 2018 and Ragnarok games, Kratos was voiced by Christopher Judge, who is best known as Teal in Stargate SG-1.
Anyways, useless bit of trivia that I was going to share related to Dead Rising. The original and most famous voice of Dead Rising poster boy Frank West is TJ Rotolo, who also starred in as the one of the two title characters in the Z-grade direct-to-video exploitation film Bigfoot vs. DB Cooper.
Oh, Lord.
For the record, he played DB Cooper.
Damn, and here I was hoping he was Bigfoot.
It's a less awesome movie than you would think. Bigfoot and DB Cooper don't fight until the end of the movie, and most of the movie is just hunky men walking around shirtless.
Did you know that to this day, The Fifth Element remains the only movie in which the main character and the main villain never have any interaction with each other at any point?
I feel like there's been other examples of that. I feel like that's too specific of a claim to be the only example in cinematic history.
Yeah, if you ever actually go back and watch The Fifth Element, at no point did Bruce Willis or Gary Oldman interact with each other during the film.
I've never seen The Fifth Element, so I'll take your word on it.
Yeah, they never have any dialogue with each other, they never interact with each other, and they never actually know the other exists.
It was Bruce Campbell and who?
Not Bruce Campbell,
Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Why is it? What?
Bruce Willis and Gary Oldman. Or as Cat Icarus calls him, Gary Old Man.
I've never seen it either, and no one's mentioning it.
Maybe at the time the movie came out, it was probably the
Maybe at
only
the time
one
the
at
movie
that
came
time.
out, but again, that seems like such a specific claim that I can guarantee at least some, like, art house film probably did that before.
Okay, let's say widely cinematically released film.
Yeah.
And I'm sure at some point some movie has come out since. But I can't find anything saying otherwise, so...
Sonic and Mephiles, no, they do meet when Mephiles kills him.
Sonic and Mephiles?
From Sonic 06. In Sonic 06, Sonic and the main villain of the game, Mephiles the Dark, never have a proper interaction other than one cutscene in the beginning of the final story where Mephiles just shows up and impales Sonic from behind. That sounds worse than what I meant, but like just stabs him through the chest from like a distance, and then he just fucks off.
That went from kinky to oh no. I got some.
Depends on who you ask.
I got some interesting information that I didn't know about. And this is some interesting Evo information. Did you know that Daigo's first Evo championship was in 2003 for Guilty Gear XX?
No, because I don't follow Evo stuff.
Understandable. I didn't know it either. I don't follow that much either, but I like seeing some of the highlights, you know?
Memphis gave Sonic a backshot, exactly, in this E10 plus rated game.
Memphis, Tennessee.
And I am part lizard.
Did you know that in the 2023 movie Five Nights at Freddy's, the security guard at the beginning was originally supposed to be played by Markiplier, but he dropped out.
Did you know that in
because
terms
he
of
couldn't-
Did you know that in terms of male humans and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is by far the most compatible with humans?
How's that pop figure sitting, JKR?
Did you know? Hold on. Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial that includes the entirety of Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heaven's Sword expansion up to level 60 with no restrictions on playtime? Sign up.
Incorrect. It now goes up to level 70 and includes Stormblood.
I'm just reading the old one because I like the old one.
What free trial? I tried to sign up for a free trial and it lasted for like a week.
You have to set up. It doesn't count for existing accounts. You have to make a new one and use a separate launcher for the free trial.
What's this?
Yeah. Speaking of, like, I haven't played Final Fantasy 14 in a minute. I really should play it.
It is a surprisingly addictive game.
Oh, I know.
They also changed the way that the story and level progression works during the A Realm Reborn part of the game to make it a lot more quickly paced.
Yeah.
So you don't have to slog through the most boring part of the game to get to the stuff people like.
Honestly, I would, like, me personally, I would probably want to slog through it because I'm interested in the story and stuff like that, but that's just me.
Well, I'm not talking about the story being boring. I mean, so much of it is just fetch quests.
Oh, yeah, the fetch, but yeah, that part, yeah.
And, like, the story events that people always talk about when discussing how good Final Fantasy XIV is don't happen until the first expansion.
Wow. So you want to hear something really funny that happened with my dyslexia?
Yeah.
So in one of the groups, someone was talking about...
I never said yes. But go ahead.
So this group is fairly small, okay? And this person misspelled fantasize, right? So for instance, I wonder if Yuna ever fantasizes about Himari's big blue furry Gagazette spear, and it's like a bunch of guys saying stop. So my response was, I read fantasize as futasize. I left my ass off. There's no saving any of us, and everyone agrees it's funnier that I misread it. Like, someone even put never cook again and had a sign saying, I kind of agree.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
If you want to start some shit, go to Popeyes.
No, you want to go to Waffle House.
Yeah, but Popeyes is the fast food Waffle House, let's be honest.
It is.
Okay, now with all the side quests done,
we're going to foodicize about some nice thick milkshakes.
Are you sure about that? Are you
there are no markers for side quests on the world map.
Are you sure about that?
No, but I'm doing it anyways. Anyways, it's time to drive.
I'm home.
So we're going to play Forza inside of GDBC?
I believe it's time to drive. I might be wrong.
Of course it's me.
Also, can we talk about how for a character named Chi-Chi, she has no gags involving her boobs?
Where have you been this past year?
Chi-Chi, oh bye.
And
Boing,
what are you
boing.
doing in that outfit?
Yeah.
I know Proto would be a fan of that one.
Like, it's the character named after Bloomers that has all the boob-based gags.
Yeah.
Not the one whose name is a Japanese slang term for boobs.
They could have at least done some butt jokes with Chi-Chi, you know, reverse jokes for the one.
Well, to be fair, when she was introduced, she was like 12 years old.
I'm talking about now, the adult version, obviously.
That's okay, right?
No, that's not okay. Are you?
There's been a couple. I probably forgot about them because Chi-Chi does so little after Dragon Ball, to be honest. Apart from the overbearing housewife, that is the only thing that strikes fear in Goku's heart.
No, I don't care what you say.
Don't remember the jokes. Like, I know...
Hang on, wait.
There were probably some in Dragon Ball, probably.
Yeah, that's
what Dragon Ball was more comedy-focused.
Like, he did touch her down there, like, oh, so you're a girl.
Oh, you were thinking of Bulma? Yeah, Bulma's the one with all the boob-based gags. But not the character named after boobs.
Also, story based, isn't the car thing like around
But in 3 years, he's
Okay, so yeah, it's not until after this that we get to drive cars. Sorry.
Yeah, I think it's around Cell, I think.
Yeah, it's around the Cell Saga.
It took me a minute to really think about it.
Their weaknesses.
I mean, the entire universe would yield to the power of wives and moms.
Can we talk
come on.
about
We
one of
all
the
know-
most Can we talk about one of the most satisfying things that Dragon Ball Super Superhero did for Piccolo? And it's that it finally gave him a house.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I'm glad to see you've made it back.
We all know.
I've been waiting for you.
We all know that Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are actually secretly about how the two most powerful men in the universe are terrified of their wives.
Yes.
You just reminded me. I thought of a very interesting voice acting fun thing to
And
do.
potentially a girlfriend? I did not know that. But cool, Piccolo might get a girlfriend if they follow up on that.
Oh, I know.
I haven't seen
what you're talking
Superhero.
about.
I just know that he gets a house because they mentioned it in the Dragon Ball Z Abridged creator commentaries.
You guys, I'm sorry.
The reason Dad kept saying that because she is sister.
Looks like I gotta head to Kami's place. What do you think? Wanna come
That's
with me?
all I'm going to say. It's the sister. I know what you're talking about, Dash Cat, and I'm hoping for it too.
Gotcha. Tell you what, why don't you guys go on ahead and train without me?
Really? Okay, Dad. So, do you know where we're going?
Don't need to. I can find you guys just fine. I'll just search for your energy.
I think I'm gonna go lay down. My
Yes,
head's starting to hurt.
Feel better.
Get some rest, dude.
Yeah, you guys have a good one. Enjoy the Dragon Balls.
Oh, we will enjoy all of the balls.
We will enjoy Dragon Z balls.
Peace out.
Later,
Feel
Fern.
better.
Important that Kami needs to interrupt my training.
But yeah, you guys reminded me. I came up with a very interesting idea because we were talking about grandmas taking over, like the earth and shit. And I thought of a psychological horror type movie, right? Where a grandma has a shovel, and we call it Grandma's Garden. And basically, she hides all the bodies in the garden. And I was thinking, hey, I can't write psychological horror, but you know what would be fun to do for a YouTube video?
You actually might run into a trademark dispute with that name.
Oh?
Because there is a very famous computer game text adventure from the UK called Granny's Garden.
Tell this thing's got lots of energy.
Oh, I'm talking about doing like a
I know, but you still
thing.
might run into a trademark dispute because Granny's Garden is similar enough.
Just use synonyms and change it around, and it will be legally distinct.
Just pull The Asylum and make it like, you know, like when Pacific Rim came out and they made a movie called Atlantic Rim. Make it something like that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Or like when The Hobbit came out, they did Age of the Hobbits. Oh god, the fake Goku from Mr. Popo's training. You'll notice there's not much of Mr. Popo in this game. Although, you will also notice... I opened the wrong menu. You'll notice I opened the wrong menu, but you will also notice if you go to the community board and go to the community of the gods, Mr. Popo is the leader of the community of the gods, not Kami.
Oh.
It's following the pecking order.
I got one. Grand's greenhouse. There we go. Problem solved. The other thing is that Grandma's Garden, like, it's not even going to be anything to sell or anything. It would work for a YouTube video very easily, where you're just doing a psychological horror script written by ChatGPT for fun.
Well, I have something to tell you.
Because they were to do anything, it would literally be like, yeah, this is two different entities.
Kami informed Goku that the Dragon Balls only had a few uses left. I've gotten so used to Team 4 Star's Mr. Popo that I'm not used to seeing his natural, like, default frowning expression. I'm used to seeing him smiling.
Hi.
Hi. You're going back.
It's simply a feeling.
Why was that a really good Mr. Popo I
Say
did?
so, but not all hunches come true, you know.
Also, speaking of, we were talking about adding some new redeems earlier based on the RZ YouTube poop mod.
Yeah.
And I found out, you know how I said that I should add the cutscene of RZ ziplining and going Yahoo as a redeem or as an alert?
Yeah.
One of the two. Turns out that's actually going to be easier than I thought because the way the cutscenes are stored is they're on a blue screen.
Ooh.
So I could easily chroma key that out.
Nice, for real.
Hey, Goku!
Yajirobe! What?
But I was thinking of adding a redeem for like a Vegeta redeem. Doing either
You need help
a
with
Chris Sabat voice, a Brian Drummond voice, or a Lonnie Bator voice.
Yeah? What is it?
Like my Chris Sabat impression, going a little bit into the lower range and amping up the graveliness of it. And then my Brian Drummond going into the higher register and sounding a lot more snake-like.
Why don't you do it?
And then my Lonnie Bator going a lot more for the raspiness rather than the grit.
Shut it! You and Krillin are probably going to use most of the Senzu beans anyway.
Hearing Yajirobe speak, who did they get to do it in DBZ Embrace? Because he
that
did
was
a
Kaiser
good
Neko.
job. Yeah, Kaiser Neko did a really good job.
He does an especially good job considering he also voices Korin, so every scene of them talking to each other and acting like I'm an old married couple is him talking to himself.
Kaiser Neko, I bow to you.
Hey, Kier, I've written up something for the post office, but I want to send it by you, kind of proofread it, make sure everything's good for you.
No problem.
Sacred land of Korin.
Sounds almost like the dub actor. Yeah, it does. Given how much of a fanboy Kaiser Neko is for the Japanese cast of Dragon Ball, it surprises me that he would go for an impression of Chris Sabat's Yajirobe voice. Although I guess he kind of had to because, you know, more iconic. Whereas in the Japanese dub, he shares a voice actor with Krillin. Or should I say voice actress with Krillin?
Well, Korin does help me out a bunch with his sensu beans, so I should help him. This is divine water, isn't it? Well, it's called that, but it's just normal water. I was supposed to take this from Korin as part of my training. Man, that was tough.
All right, so we need to get fertilizer and water so they can grow sensu beans. And yes, this is where we finally get sensu beans as an item we can use. Sorry, not sensu bean. Sensu bean! Sensu bean! I can't do the Krillin sensu bean with my throat being a little bit fucky today.
Understandable. I just put my little 2 cents into it.
Something's there.
Gotcha.
Want a tango? I'll take you on.
Also, for Dash Cat, because you said that you've never seen the original Dragon Ball Z, you've only seen Kai. One of the things you'll probably be surprised whether you watch the original Dragon Ball Z or just watch Kai without reading the manga is if you remember Gregory, one of the inhabitants of King Kai's planet, the cricket that Goku has to chase and bop with a mallet. Anime exclusive character that they kept in Kai just because they couldn't cut all that animation. Not a character that exists in the manga, and that's also why he's not in Kakarot.
I like Gregory.
Whew.
Very interesting character.
I see why Yajirobe.
But yeah, that's one of the few bits of filler that they kept in Kai.
Well,
that, the stuff with Bulma swapping bodies with Frog Ginyu, and a few other things.
The funny thing is the whole Bulma Frog thing. It adds a little bit of world building and character development when you really think about it.
I mean, you could say that about a lot of the filler, but also a lot of that world building gets directly contradicted by later events.
Yeah, it's normal.
Like, for example, the episode where Vegeta and Nappa go to planet Arlia, and it ends with Vegeta blowing it up with a blast from just one of his fingers. That is power scaling that gets completely thrown out the window once Frieza's involved.
Yeah.
Like, Vegeta's never that strong again. even his fight with Goku, it still takes the Gallic gun to potentially destroy Earth rather than just a tiny blast from his finger.
Yeah. I mean, you really think about it, they can just power up and blow the Earth nowadays or fart.
Yeah.
Too hard.
But, another bit of useless trivia, this time related to Dragon Ball, is that, in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta's attacks are all special attacks, like, you know, his ki blasts and stuff, are always said in English because it sounds like an alien language to native Japanese speakers.
Huh.
All right. This looks like it's
So if you watch like the Japanese version of the Final Flash scene, which apparently was cut in this game, which pisses me off, like he says Final Flash in English.
I knew you'd pull through, Goku. Just wait right there.
Why skip the Dragon Ball? Because I've already gotten all the good wishes that I can. There's no point in just wishing for more Zenny or more Z orbs.
You can't pull one over on me.
Wish for a steak.
You're slower than a freaking sloth.
Hey, weren't you sleeping?
I was meditating, you idiot. All right, I've had it up to here with you. Let me teach you.
Ah, yes, we finally get to meet Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
Will be very creative.
Oh, come on, man.
And yes, that is an actual dub name that was used for Korin in one of the dubs. The Harmony Gold dub specifically. They called him Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
Thanks a million, Korin.
Or specifically the way he phrases it is, I've gone by many names. My favorite was Whiskers the Wonder Cat.
That took longer than I thought it would.
Oh, boost stats.
Better hurry back to Piccolo.
I mean, even Korin itself is a dub name, because his Japanese name is Karin.
And don't forget Muten Roshi instead of Master Roshi.
He goes by two names in Japanese. Muten Roshi is more of a title. Whereas the other name that he goes by is Kame Senin, or Turtle Hermit.
Yeah.
So, like, at various points, they alternatively referred to him as Muten Roshi, which basically means, like, old Kung Fu Master, and Kame Senin, meaning Turtle Hermit.
Yeah, was it the English one where they included it as his name or something like that? Or
It was the Harmony Gold dub was the first one to use Master Roshi as his name, and then all English dubs after that kept it. Except for the Big Green dub, where they just call him the Old Man.
Okay, so I wasn't too far off.
No, not the Old Man, because it's gotta be weirdly phrased. They call him the Old One.
Ah, I am the old one.
That is how he sounds in the Big Green dub.
What do you? Oh God!
You just improv that and you got it. You got 100% accurate.
I've only seen clips of it and I've never heard Master Roshi. Oh God!
Also, I got a bit of now that we're starting to find out who was in the Big Green dub through the surviving voice actors confirming that they were in it. You wanna know who voiced Goku in the Big Green dub?
Ooh.
A man by the name of David Gassman, who's probably more famous for voicing Rayman.
No way!
Yeah.
That's honestly interesting.
Yeah, Saiyan's also a dub exclusive that was coined by the Ocean dub. The Big Green dub uses the term Space Warriors.
Oh,
and the Malaysian English dub from Speedy Video uses the butchered translation Saya people, which is, you know, literally what Saiyajin means, but it's not a good translation of what it means.
Yeah. For those that don't know, if I were to say, like, I'm American, I would say, Watashi wa American Jin desu.
America Jin.
Yeah, America Jin. Or you're from Japan, you would say Nihon.
Well, you wouldn't say Watashi wa, because that's, that is, one, it's a very formal one, and two, it's a, feminine way of saying it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You would just say, America, if you were just saying it, you know, as an introduction in a gender neutral way, you would just say America Jin desu.
Okay, I didn't know that part. I mean, you're the one learning Japanese. I just knew some of the. I just know the gene part where the place where you're born would be the.
Sorry about that.
The translation.
The one that
of,
throws
you know.
me for a loop is their word for English, as in like from England. Igiri Sujin.
Both of us? Are you seriously that full of yourself?
What?
Go on.
Igirisu, which is their
Try and
word
catch
for
him
Great
off guard
Britain.
and overwhelm him.
Okay.
That is.
Let's see what you two can do.
Oh. I think that broke me.
That's more like it.
Beat his ass.
Beat his
Oh, you
ass.
want kick his ass? Nail! Nail! Nail!
Hey, you guys are pretty good. I'm impressed.
I knew you were strong. Wow.
Down three.
Y'all just jealous of my Super Saiyan swagger.
Yeah, they get punched by Frieza. Oh. So I don't remember the manga I was reading. It was one of those recap. You know, they're not really good.
Yeah.
You're talking about beating a child? Yeah, someone decapitated one.
I mean, people have done that in real life, but we don't usually use that as a point of pride.
The thing is, they were genociding demons.
Oh.
Who were actually innocent. So rightfully, it's basically craziness. It's that whole manga. But yeah, Dashcat, if you want the information for that, let me know. I will try and find it. It's basically about a person that was really good at making traps in video games.
Also, getting off the topic of child decapitation and genocide,
Yes.
and into the gameplay mechanics, there is actually a bit of special move restriction that makes sense lore-wise and is actually canonically consistent with how this move works. While you are in Super Saiyan form, you're not allowed to use the Spirit Bomb.
Makes sense.
Because the Super Saiyan form is born of rage, and you have to be pure of heart and in a state of peace when using the Spirit Bomb.
Not only that, but I like the fact that when you're tired, they took the idea from Budokai 2 that you're basically stunned for a minute.
Yeah, and you can do that to your
like
enemies
that
too,
little-
but you have to empty their stun gauge first.
Yeah.
If you focus on like a stun damage build, you can just break this game in half.
Really?
Yeah.
That's enough training for today.
Because enemies being stunned lasts for a good like 5 to 10 seconds.
That sounds like a speedrun strat now.
Man, you've gotten stronger, Gohan.
But that really sounds like a speedrun strat.
Of course he has. Unlike other kids, he's already gone up against the likes of Vegeta and Frieza.
Unlike other kids, he's had a shit life.
Being here reminds me of when you first started training me, Mr. Piccolo.
You mean when you were a pathetic ball of tears?
What?
Still kind of is.
No, not that.
I mean, you can break this game without any. That's not even an exploit. That's just a way to build your character.
Trained when I was dead, huh?
That's just normal gameplay.
Mr. Piccolo was super tough on me.
I had no choice in the matter. It was useless to us back then.
If you want to, speaking of which, I found out a fighting game that if I can get NetPlay working for it on emulator, we should totally play sometime.
And who knows?
I'm listening.
Other than that dinosaur fighting game.
Might even get
Wait,
stronger
was
than us.
when you said that? Wait,
More than you two?
oh,
The one that
I
had
remember.
those glorious animations.
I know which one you're talking about, and
Dino Rex. But other than that one, Street Fighter the movie, the game is apparently more fun to play the arcade version than the technically superior console version, because the arcade version has some really broken comeback mechanics that just make it fun to just fuck around with friends.
Off somewhere doing his own
I've
thing.
always wanted to play it, but we never had that arcade cabinet at any of the arcades I've been to.
Why'd my model ragdoll for a second? Because I got out of my seat to adjust my sitting position.
Ugh.
Also, fun fact, Street Fighter the movie, the game, was the first Street Fighter game to introduce Ultra Combos and the EX meter.
Ooh.
Capcom
So-
pretends that it debuted in the Alpha series, but that's not true.
That's actually really interesting. By the way, you were able to turn up the knock knock feature, right?
He trained in some sort of room where he had control
I
over
mean,
gravity.
I'm not using it.
That room.
No, I was making sure. I put a video in our
Something like that.
DMs about
Okay.
it, turning it off.
Anyway, something I like about this chapter of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is that they actually build up some of the stuff of Vegeta and Bulma living together before becoming a couple,
Oh.
as opposed to time skip and she has his child. Ah, yes, the diarrhea candy. Who could forget that famous part of Dragon Ball lore?
Oh my god! I forgot
that is a thing that happened in the first arc of Dragon Ball.
Dude, I forgot about it, remembered it, and I'm just like, oh god, that was a thing.
Whenever it was a thing that she gave to Oolong to keep him under control, where anytime she would whistle, he would get diarrhea. Goku can use the Spirit Bomb while Super Saiyan. He will just go out of transformation for a second and go back into form after the move. Yeah. Like, it's not that the move's permanently blocked out. It's that, like, I didn't show the animation for it, but, like, he will de-transform to use the Spirit Bomb instead of the easier thing for animation and gameplay, which is just to keep him in Super Saiyan form and just let him use the Spirit Bomb. That is attention to detail that you will only get from Cyber Connect 2.
I'm actually wondering something now, okay? If you were to attack those chickens, would they attack you back like in Legend?
No, they're not interactable.
What is going on with that training room I asked you?
Also, due to them not wanting to do the whole Vegeta going to another planet to gain his Super Saiyan form thing, they change it to he gets a training room built in the Capsule Corp building.
This thing has got to be durable.
Makes
To
sense.
the chase.
Hey Ari, did you drink that coffee I redeemed?
That right?
I don't have any coffee.
You got it.
Oh.
Here's what I need you to get for me.
What
I
about
do
some
have an
green
energy
tea?
drink.
Good enough.
Energy drink at 11 o'clock.
And that about does it for the things I need.
You want me to get this?
I've done worse. I've done worse things for my health.
I mean, I've done alcohol and weed together, so I'm not one to talk.
My feet so far up.
I'm not one to talk.
Right now, you'll have to remove it with surgery guaranteed. But I'm not done yet. I want your truck to look really damaged.
This Billy Mays rant is just your average Vegeta threat.
In one easy motion. And I'm gonna cut your brake line. Why? Because of you. That's what.
Oh my god, you know what would be so good right now?
What?
Steak.
Yes, steak is always good, but a pizza.
Oh, I could go for some pizza
Yes.
right about now.
We did not order a pizza.
We did not order a pie. Anyway, more stuff with Tien.
I love how you guys always like refer to pizza as pie, yet the New York style doesn't look anything like a pie.
Well,
I
it's
don't call
called
it
a
a
pie.
pie.
It's called a pizza pie.
I mean, I call it a regular pizza. If that makes you feel better.
And I don't usually call it a pie. I just refer to it as that when quoting the Billy Mays clip. It's a regional dialect.
Uh-huh. What region?
Downtown Brooklyn?
Really? Well, I'm from Chicago, and I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, I'm gonna order a pizza. I want a pizza now.
So what you're saying is it's pizza time.
I will play the clip. I will play the audio clip.
I got it, Kira. I got it.
Thank you, because it's loading it's a loading thing for me.
Oh no, he hit me with the Kikoho. He hit me with the geometry attack. That's not even a joke that I made up. If you play Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2 with the custom character voice done by Takahata 101, which is his Dragon Ball Z Abridged Nappa voice, whenever you perform the Kikoho, he refers to it as geometry attack.
Oh god.
And when you do the Shin Kikoho, which is the one they used against Semi-Perfect Cell, he says advanced geometry.
Yeah, how do you do a triangle and it becomes a square?
You want to know how? There's a simple answer for that. Because all these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle. All these squares make a circle.
Why did I ask?
I don't know. Why did you ask?
And that one's still green!
So what do you think would be a better tip right now? $8 or $10? Because it is late.
$10.
Yeah, 10.
Gotcha.
Because it is late. It's late, and because of where you live.
I mean, it's literally like down the street, like 3 blocks. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away, but still.
Yeah.
You already know me. I like to get a fair day's work.
No, I get you.
Yeah.
And I say 10 for getting a pizza to you this late at night. Yeah, that's definitely worth it.
Yeah, and
what about pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning? One disappointing thing about this game is that the support characters are kind of pointless because they're locked off story stuff and you can use the other playable characters as support and level up. Yeah, that's true. There's no reason to have characters like Tien, Krillin, and Yamcha in your party because you never play as them as part of the main story. So it's more beneficial in the few moments that you get to create your own party to just use characters like Vegeta, Piccolo, and Gohan as your support characters.
Yeah, I know it's going to go in your VODs. For those that don't know, if I do order anything late at night, I like to give a bigger tip than what I normally would do. Like normally, let's say like it was like noon, it will be like a normal like $5 or $7 or $6 tip.
Yeah.
Middle day, you know.
Right.
Or even then, if I find out like a place I'm at takes a longer time, I may throw in an extra like $2 or $3. Especially if they're telling me, I'm like, yo, you know what? I know you're waiting for me. I know time is money. I respect that you're letting me know it's information. I'm gonna throw another $2 in right now. I mean, after one case, it took so long. I think I gave the guy like another like 20 street bucks. Because like, again, you're getting good customer service. They're waiting for. They don't have to wait.
Right.
The only reason I don't tip nearly as highly as Kier does for pizza deliveries is that I just don't have the funds for it. But I still do try to tip, as much as I can.
Yep. The thing is, like,
especially since pizza deliveries around here are like, if I'm getting like a large, just 5 cheese pizza from Marco's, it's like $30.
Yeah, it's like $50, right? Well, everything together was $50. I'm trying not to like order out a lot, also.
Yeah, I'm also trying to do that because I'm trying to lose weight, and I've made good progress. I've lost over 30 pounds so far.
Good for you, dude.
Nice. But yeah, after the stream, I'll explain why I was so pissed off, and you'll understand why. I was going to go to the store and get some chicken to put in the grill real quick, which will only be the cost me like $8 to do all of it.
Oh, and because Furt didn't get to tell you, he wants you to re-audition for Knuckles with a non-Idris Elba styled voice.
No problem with that.
Because the Idris Elba take wouldn't work for this version of Knuckles. Because the Idris Elba Knuckles is a very different take on Knuckles.
I'm not too familiar with the IDW Knuckles.
Well, the IDW Knuckles is just the game Knuckles.
Hey there. You a local on this rock?
Because they are set in the same continuity. So, you should be familiar with that Knuckles.
Who the hell are you? Remnants of Frieza's pitiful army?
Are you?
That's also why I said
What are you doing here?
for Chuck to also audition just in case.
Yeah, he's going to audition too. And I threw in my own audition a while ago, which Fred never saw. Mine was based on the Sonic Adventure 2 and Sonic Heroes voice for Knuckles.
Nice. My whole thing is like, healthy competition is always nice,
Yeah. Like, I didn't audition expecting to get the role of Knuckles. I auditioned just to kick things into gear and get people to see, like, oh, I should probably submit my audition. That's also the reason why I auditioned for Sonic, even though I didn't actually want the role of Sonic.
Yeah.
If any, well, I'll probably send my re-audition in probably like after work Sunday.
Hey.
Out of my face! Garlic gun!
Did he say garlic gun?
No, Gallic gun.
Oh.
It's based off
that's the pun. Toriyama loves his puns. Or loved his puns, I should say. I'm still never gonna get used to referring to him in the past tense.
Same here.
But yeah, he loved his punny names for attacks and characters in locations.
I think it's safe to say that Toriyama had some of the best dad jokes at that point.
I mean, before Dragon Ball, he was primarily known for comedy series.
Yeah.
Like, his biggest hit before Dragon Ball was Dr. Slump, and that was just straight up wacky comedy.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's safe to say like he is literally the king of dad jokes and puns, or at least one of kings.
Even like I said before, Chi-Chi's name is a reference to a Japanese slang word for breasts. Bulma's Japanese name Budama is bloomers, which is a kind of underwear, which also fits with her father, Dr. Briefs, and her son, Trunks. And as we would find out, she has a sister named Tights, and her mother's name was later revealed to be Panty. And that's also why her daughter's name is Bra. Although the English dub changes it to Bulla, because Bra is kind of an awkward name to say seriously.
Yeah.
So what, does Bulma have an aunt named Stocking?
She genuinely might. She genuinely might.
When you think about it, anyone whose name you already know what name I'm thinking, I'm not going to say it. Yeah, the first 3 letters is very awkward, huh? Inside joke for us.
Too bad Fur wasn't here to hear that joke, because he would have gotten that joke right off the bat.
Wait, my joke or the
My joke.
Yeah, it was a reference to Panty and Stocking, I know.
We all both know.
But her mother's name isn't Panty, it's Panchi, which is close to Panty.
Fair.
Bulma's sister is from the Jocko manga, right? Probably, because that Jocko manga is so important to understanding Dragon Ball Super, but they never made it, like, officially part of Dragon Ball Super. If you just go into Super or even Resurrection F without having read Jocko the Galactic Patrolman, then you will have no idea who the fuck he is or why he's there.
It's available in English, right?
I don't know. A lot of Toriyama's works aren't, and that's frustrating.
No, hold on. Japanese media in general, a lot of it that we need to know to understand the story is not available in English. And it's like...
Yeah, I'm looking at you, Blaze Blue, with half of your canon material not being available outside of Japan.
Heck, even some of Kingdom Hearts stuff. I'm pretty sure Mistress Doves knows the stuff better than I do.
I mean, with Kingdom Hearts stuff, the only stuff that hasn't been translated is like some light novels and manga that are not canon to the story. They're alternate retellings of the story.
I thought they had canon stuff.
No, the canon stuff, all the canon stuff is solely in the games and the mobile games.
Because
the mobile games have all been localized worldwide.
Yeah, I'm not playing a fucking mobile game.
Like the mobile game that's out there right now serves as like prehistory of Kingdom Hearts, explaining the lead up to the Great Keyblade War and like events that would lead to Master Xehanort becoming who he is.
But yeah, you have people like me who are outright refuse to play mobile games. So you have us out here who's like, what is this shit going on?
You saw Deadpool 3 and it was a fucking funny shitpost. I still need to see that.
I still need to
also, hi Lulu. Yeah, the manga is alt canon. Yeah. That's without getting into the continuity nightmare that is Toriyama's follow-up / parody to Dragon Ball Z, Nekomajin Z.
I still needed to see that too.
Which introduces, which as one of its characters, introduces Frieza's son, Kuriza.
Oh god.
Vegeta, what are you doing?
Watch Frieza's son end up having like siblings named Ice Cube and Ice T.
Nah, no, Ice Cube's one of the Proto Saiyans, remember?
Nah.
I don't remember.
Episode of Bardock Abridged? Man, fuck the police! Not now, Ice Cube!
Oh! Oh, yes! Oh, God! Oh!
Anyway, Ari, I'm gonna have to call it here for me because I'm just getting a little out of it. I'm falling asleep and I need to...
That's fair. Have a good night.
What the
You
fuck
too.
up? Have a good night, dude.
Frieza fucking sounds like a nightmare. That man should not be allowed to procreate. I don't know if they've ever explained how that works in his species, but since we've only seen male members of his species canonically, I like to believe that they reproduce asexually and that they're a monogendered race.
I like to think that there are like seahorses.
Like, yeah, like I like to think that they don't sexually reproduce, or that like you know, not like mitosis, more like earthworms.
You're Vegeta, the almighty.
When you mentioned it, I was thinking like
I guess that settles
Piccolo
it
for some reason. I spit the egg out.
One more thing.
That it could be that too. We've never seen how they procreate, and we've never seen whether they have any women in their species.
True. And Xenoverse is not technically canon.
Dash
so...
Cat says he doesn't want to think about Frieza being pregnant. No. I don't even think they go through like a pregnancy phase. I think they can just like instantly reproduce. Maybe they reproduce via budding, where they just like discard part of their body and then that grows into a new person.
Like taking off a piece of their horn, maybe?
Like a starfish, basically.
But how?
Or a sponge. They reproduce like SpongeBob. There we go.
Dude, the funny thing is, canonically, that would work because remember, he had his tail and arm chopped off. In lower
he had more than just his tail and arm chopped off, my dude.
I mean, the first part he had his tail chopped off because of the destructo disc.
Yeah.
So that means technically there could be, if we go by that logic, that means there's more siblings we don't know about.
Like based on their designs, I see them as kind of having like a lizard-like physiology. So
You're
I
not
could
the
see
first
like
person.
I could see them like their biology being sort of like a mix of a lizard and a starfish.
The funny thing is, you say that it works because remember also when he ripped off Nail's arm, he regrew it. He even said in the American dub, "I need to remember that."
Yeah.
So it makes sense. Canonically makes sense.
Vegeta's beating himself. Yeah, we're getting to see some Vegeta on Vegeta action here. This is just how Vegeta gets off, okay? He's very rough with himself.
Oh my god. No comment.
Also, the fact that all this is going on while he's still wearing the pink Batman shirt.
So I thought of an interesting shirt that could work that won't get you in trouble.
Yeah?
You know how Sanosuke from Kenshin had bad written on the back of kanji?
Yeah.
Why not have that as the back of the shirt?
I mean, I want it to be in English so people could actually read it.
Got you.
If I were to make it anything other than Batman or like a joke, I would do what Team 4-Star's original plan for the Batman shirt was before they went full innuendo with it, which is just to make it say juicy.
That could honestly work. Just make sure you don't get in trouble with juicy
Frieza did had a mother. We don't know because we've only seen his father and his brother and his son. We've never seen females of his race.
His brother is technically not canon.
His brother's... The way Dragon Ball treats it now is that it's not that the old movies are non-canon. It's that they take place in alternate timelines.
Ah, okay. Another thing, too, when thinking about it, what if they are like what if they technically are both genders?
That's why I was saying they're probably a monogendered race and reproduce asexually.
You really know how to piss me off.
Like I'm looking at like how I'm looking at them like I look at the Asari from Mass Effect, where the entire race has one gender identity and one sex, and they either reproduce asexually or by seeking out mates of other species.
Those androids. You have a problem with that, Bulma?
Out of curiosity, if you were going to be a Dragon Ball Z character, what race would you want to be?
I mean, other than the obvious answer of Saiyan, also, he called her Bulma for the first time instead of woman. Aw, he really does like her.
Kakarot, I will surpass you.
But if I were to say anything than the obvious answer of Saiyan, I'd probably want to be an android.
This lets you keep your humanity as well, which is nice.
Well, it depends on whether you're talking about android or cyborg. Because, like, technically the term android used in the English dub is inaccurate to the term that was used in the Japanese version, where rather than using android to refer to both, you know, actual androids and then cyborgs like 17 and 18, they just use the umbrella term artificial human.
So let me ask, so do you want to be like android 18,
I'd want to be something like Android 21.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That would include 18, 18, all, yeah.
Really worked up a sweat today.
And Android 21 shows up in this game, or at least her human form, Vomi.
Can't wait. I'm starving.
Also, we have a canon name for her now, Vomi.
Nice, I didn't know that.
You want to know where that name came from? And it actually makes sense given the it makes sense when you learn the terminology for Dr. Giro's name.
What?
Dr. Giro in Japanese is called Dr. Gero. It is a pun on two things. One, the Japanese onomatopoeia for the sound that a frog makes, which is kero. And two, the onomatopoeia for throwing up.
Oh.
And that's why his wife is named Vomi, as in vomit.
Oh my gosh.
Training, right? Then you can't say no.
What?
I did. Oh. Oh my.
There's also a canon name for their son that served as the inspiration for Android 16, but I can't remember it. Oh, we get to do the driving episode!
Oh, shit!
If this is how it's gonna
And yes, Android 21 is canon now, or at least Vomi is. We don't know if 21 is canon, but Vomi definitely is.
All right, I get you.
The general stance that the Dragon Ball Greater franchise takes is if the character was directly created by Akira Toriyama, then they're canon.
Are you alright?
I got THX'd. I got digitally mastered.
So we're gonna play Forza Horizon Future Dawn, I guess.
Nope, we're gonna play Daytona USA. I'm not even exaggerating. This is just Daytona USA.
Daytona!
Also, while you can, did you know that there's actually an arcade perfect port of Daytona USA that you can still get on PS3?
Don't forget about safety!
It was also on the Xbox 360, but that store is gone now. But the PS3 store still is still up, and outside of emulating the arcade game, the best way to play Daytona USA is on PS3.
Don't forget about safety!
As far as legal ways to acquire it.
Yeah.
Like, it's arcade perfect in terms of its performance, but it's also widescreen.
Don't forget about safety!
Oh, my food's on the way.
And it has the arcade soundtrack, unlike a lot of the console versions.
I'm a BRB, my food is here.
Okay.
And this is amazing. This is
I told you, this is just Daytona.
It's not just Daytona. This is also like Rush 64 and all that.
I haven't played San Francisco Rush, so
oh, you need to. It is fun.
I didn't play many racing games growing up, apart from Crash Team Racing. I will hydrate.
I'm a BRB for real now.
What's up with the British road? I mean, Japan has roads where you drive on the left side of the road as well. There we go, hydration achieved. And of course, I will not forget about safety! I probably deserve that bonk for multiple reasons.
Not too bad. This isn't putting safety first.
Of course, safety is second. After fun. I should know, I've been driving since I was 17.
Man, this feels great.
I'm totally a safe driver. The only accidents I've gotten in are one from a guy who was trying to run an insurance scam, and the rest were other people's fault.
How was that?
Oh my.
All right. Looks like I'm the winner, Piccolo.
What'd I tell you? It's Daytona USA.
One more time, Goku.
Wait! I said wait! A license isn't some prize for bragging rights. It's to ensure that you can drive safely and responsibly.
You totally didn't fall asleep, but so am I. I totally didn't fall asleep behind the wheel. That's why I always bring coffee with me when I'm on extended drives. That way I can't fall asleep behind the wheel.
Let's go, Piccolo.
And I don't just bring, like, you know, one of those travel mugs. I've got, like, several 32-ounce Yeti mugs that I use for travel and everyday use. I'm totally not addicted to caffeine. I can quit anytime I want.
What?
It's on, Goku.
Oh, yeah, Piccolo?
Totally didn't hit the middle driver in the highway. It was their fault for driving in the middle of the highway. See, it's not your fault for hitting them. It's their fault for being in the way of where you were going. If anyone from Twitch is watching, that is a joke. I do not encourage that kind of driving.
Handled it like a complete pro. I beat
I
Piccolo.
actually casually like driving in this game with the other party members in this game. I haven't gotten far enough to really do much of the driving. Like, I've gotten to part of the Android Saga, and that's about it.
Oh, actually, there's...
Like, I've gotten to right where Imperfect Cell is introduced.
I think the instructor was a little freaked out by how we drove. She told us she'd give us our licenses if we promised to never come back.
There we go. There's the solution to the problem. Give them their licenses so they can be a threat to other people as long as they leave you alone.
At least you got your license.
That is a truly American way of solving a problem in Japan. You can build a car and use it in the open world. Yeah. I just haven't really experimented with that.
Said we'd have to pay for all the damages caused during the test. And I can't even guess how much that'd be.
What?
So, Ari, would you like a slice of pizza?
Yes, I would.
All right, let me send it to you. Here you go. 3 slices sound good?
It's going to take 2 to 3 business days to get here.
Do 3 slices sound good?
Yeah, that's usually how much I eat at once.
Mom?
Whoa, Chi-Chi. You all right?
And for the record, Goku and Piccolo got their licenses as long as they never come back to that driving school.
I know it wasn't easy, but you finally got your license, Goku. I'm proud of you. Now all we need is a car.
Something tells me Goku forgot about safety!
Do we even have money for that kind of purchase?
Well, not after paying back the city for all of the damage.
I mean, Goku, technically you guys don't have money. It's the Ox King's money.
I'm counting on you.
Oh my god, you're right. I forgot about that.
Remember, Chi-Chi is royalty.
Sorry about that. Hey, why don't...
Oh my god, I just realized something.
She's a whiz with machines.
That technically makes Gohan a prince.
Bulma always has a solution up her sleeve.
Yeah, I can go one step further with that.
You do that.
So, the Dragon Ball movies since Battle of Gods have been distributed theatrically by 20th Century Fox, which is now owned by Disney, which means, in a really roundabout way, Chi-Chi is a Disney princess.
Oh my god.
Oh, hey, Goku. What brings you here?
Oh my god.
It's not a big deal, but I was hoping you could help me with a little problem.
Stop talking.
I mean, technically, Thor, the alien, they're all Disney princesses also.
Got an extra one lying around in those tiny capsules?
Doesn't that beat all? Earth's champion, now a licensed driver. Sure, I can get you a car.
Seriously?
You don't strike me as a responsible driver. Any normal car would turn to scrap with you behind the wheel.
Also, by that same logic, if we are to factor Dragon Ball Z abridged into this, Trunks is a Disney princess.
All right, then. So what do you think we need?
All hail Princess Trunks!
Be sure to refer to it when you're out scavenging.
I still need to cosplay this Princess Trunks.
And one more thing. Leave all matters of maintenance.
God doesn't exist. I mean, he does for now, but he won't after Piccolo fuses with him.
Then we get a new god.
Yeah, then we get a new god, Little Green. Prince Gohan, fabulous he, a Saiyan Earthling.
That's actually really clever, Proto.
Come on, Chi-Chi.
Wow.
We still need to write and compose that My Name is Flood song.
Up a bunch of materials.
Yeah.
Mama's gonna make one for us.
Really? That's wonderful, Goku! Then you'd better get to finding those materials.
Piccolo did what the devil could never do. He killed God by merging with him.
If I go that far, but then again, you never know till you try.
Also, as Dragon Ball Z Abridged pointed out, since Piccolo and Kami are two halves of the same being, but Piccolo is the offspring of the original King Piccolo, doesn't that technically make him the son of God?
Oh my god. Stop!
So yes, I'm saying Piccolo is the Dragon Ball Jesus.
Oh my god. Why are you like this?
All right.
Because it's because it's 11:30 and my brain's starting to get fried.
Mom's calling for you.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from above.
Oh no, that song wasn't.
It's from some like Christian dance thing.
I've heard it's actually a mix. I think a mix, a clip mix. I think someone did.
Yeah.
But this YouTuber I watch, he does GTA randomizers now.
Hold on, launch is back.
Oh god.
Talk about a blast from the past.
We're about to get into some launch shenanigans.
I've got training to do.
Don't you dare be disrespectful to Master Roshi. Just head over there and hear them.
Kill her.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. Guess I'll make my way over there.
Be careful.
I'm sure the alcoholism's probably going to kill Launch before Goku could.
Well, better get going, I guess.
That was dark. I apologize.
And that was drinking, like, God. What the fuck?
That's the reason why she isn't in Z. I mean, this game's reason is she was out looking for Tien.
Well, better get going, I guess. All right, not too much longer now. I wonder how Master Roshi and everyone are doing.
Okay, we got some moves we can learn. Guided Kamehameha is going to be useful. Goku versus 3 Gokus. You know, the obvious joke is this is just your average matchup in any Dragon Ball fighting game.
Yeah.
Just Gokus versus Gokus. Because in any Dragon Ball fighting game, half the roster is just different variants of Goku.
Oh, you just make me think Final Bout right now, dude.
Yeah, Final Bout with its like 4 or 5 Gokus, one of whom's unlockable.
No, I've unlocked, no, multiple or unlockable, dude. I have the game and I beat the game. When I was younger, I can't beat it. I cannot play in my life now.
See, I had a shitty childhood. The only Dragon Ball fighting game I ever actually owned growing up was Taiketsu, the worst fighting game from Dragon Ball.
Oh, I'm lucky. I rented Final Bout from Blockbuster.
I unlocked all the characters in Taiketsu, and I never actually learned how to properly play the game because that game barely has any mechanics.
But yeah, we have regular Goku, Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4 Goku, Kid Goku, Super Saiyan 1 Goku.
You already said that.
No, I didn't say Super Saiyan. I said regular.
No, you said
Goku.
Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, and then there's Super Saiyan 1 Goku, the kid version.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. You know, it's kind of disappointing that we don't really get to see regular Launch. We only get to see bad Launch.
What's up? I'll tell you what's up.
Like, we do get to see glimpses of regular Launch, but I don't know. I don't like bad Launch all that much.
Being that he cheated death and all, I thought.
Dude, would you count Vegito and Gogeta as Goku?
They each comprise half a Goku, adding up to a full Goku.
Apparently the
Okay, so that would be 8 Gokus so far.
hasn't been back since. I ain't got the foggiest idea where he could be.
That makes 2.
Yeah, that game has like 8 Gokus, I think.
Don't give me that. You can fly. Find him for me. Come on, I'm begging you.
I mean, if the other apart from the Budokai series, the other Dragon Ball fighting game I grew up playing because I never played the Tenkaichi games was Ultimate Battle 22, another one considered one of the worst Dragon Ball fighting games.
Let's see now.
You want to know how bad Ultimate Battle 22 is? The instruction manual includes the cheat code to unlock all the characters. So you don't have to beat to unlock them through progression.
Hey, Shadow Dragon, and I have to re-listen to that song because it's been a minute.
And also, the game doesn't save your progress, so you have to enter that cheat code every time if you want to play with the full roster.
Got it? I'll be quick.
Also, they cut out a lot of the anime cutscenes out of the international version. So, the international version has less content, despite them not dubbing anything. Like, all the voices are still in Japanese. The only cutscenes that are still intact are in the tournament mode, which is just the tournament announcer announcing the next fight, but it's entirely in Japanese, so you don't know what he's saying unless you know the character's Japanese names.
Budokai 2 was mediocre, but it was a big step from Budokai 1, I would say.
Yeah, Budokai 3 is peak, as far as the Budokai series goes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Although I would say Budokai 1 probably has the more engaging story mode, because it's like you're not playing as the same character for the entire playthrough. It feels more like it actually follows the anime's flow.
Which one had the board game? Was it Budokai?
That was 2.
2. I actually liked it. I think I'm in the minority, because even Soul Calibur 3, I think, had it too.
3 had a real-time strategy mode, if that's what you're thinking of.
That might be it. Like, it was like a board game type thing. I enjoyed it.
It was kinda. It had, like, you know, a map that you moved your characters around to engage, to try and conquer territories and defeat the enemy troops. It was sort of like Risk, but very shit and very likely to corrupt your game.
I played the hell out of that when I was younger. Like, I don't know why. I'm weird. I like both those games.
Chronicles of the Sword was also how you unlocked like half the content in the create a character mode.
Yeah, I still miss the kicking character with the Greaves.
Yeah, got it. I think they were just called Grieve Edges.
Yeah.
Like, if there's anything I miss about Soul Calibur 3's character creation, even though it's a lot more robust from 5 onwards, it's that starting with 4, they got rid of the unique character fighting styles, instead just made them all model swaps for the existing cast. Makes for a lot less variety in fighting types.
A rare pleasure.
Yeah, not only that, just ban those types from Evo.
Let's just say she really,
and just have fun with it, you know?
Although, to be fair, with the Soul Calibur 3 create a character mode, once you unlock the Swordmaster class, there was no reason to use any other class unless you really wanted a Soul of character style, because Swordmaster could just use any weapon except for the Soul of weapons.
Perhaps we can strike a deal. How's this sound? Let me test the results of my training on you.
So basically, if we help Tien with his training, then
too long since we went toe-to-toe.
Then he will confront Launch because she wants to hook up with him. I never played Ultimate Tenkaichi, but I had a friend that played it, and he described it as rock, paper, scissors, the fighting game. It is notable for being one of the first major voice acting roles for Alejandro Saab, who you might know as Sayu. He voiced the protagonist of the creator character mode, Shallot.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Shallot from Devil Artemis's videos is not an original character. It's a character from one of the games. And he's also in I believe he's also in the Dragon Ball Heroes sub-series. But he doesn't voice Shallot in Devil Artemis's stuff because he could get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
Incorrect, not rock, paper, scissors, just paper, scissors. You only get 2 choices. Oh, I see. I mean, if we're gonna talk about shit Dragon Ball games, I don't think we're ever going to find one as mechanically broken as Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. Which is also the only way that episode of Bardock has been released outside of Japan.
You,
Lord have mercy,
to amaze me.
Just like the only way that Plan to Eradicate the Super Saiyans was released was as a bonus feature in Raging Blast 2.
Not strong enough. But learning that is a milestone in itself. As promised.
Remember Dragon Ball Z Battle of Z? I never played that, but I heard that, like, part of the reason it's not as good as you would think is because it was meant to be an arcade game.
Thanks.
Like, they took an existing arcade game, slapped a story mode onto it, and ported it to consoles.
I left that part out.
And, like, it's a game that's meant to be played in an arcade environment with multiple people.
You have no idea how much that makes me want to get back to training. But a promise is a promise. Tell her she can find.
Who remembers Soul Calibur Legends? Never played it before. I've never played it. I've heard that it's the worst Soul Calibur game, and yes, that's including 5.
I've heard of it.
It was not a fighting game. It was a hack and slash game for the Wii. Yeah, it was one of the like first couple year titles for the Wii.
Was it made by the Dynasty Warriors guys?
No, it's not that kind of hack and slash. It's the boring kind of hack and slash.
Dude, it would work so well as a warrior style game.
And it wouldn't have been done by Koei Tecmo because they weren't on good terms with Bandai Namco at the time. This was before Koei Tecmo started develop. Well, actually, no, I lie because they had already done Dynasty Warriors Gundam at that point.
You're right, you did.
So yeah, basically imagine boring Dynasty Warriors, but with motion controls. And you get Soul Calibur Legends, to my understanding. Apparently also the story's really bad. To the point where it's considered non-canon, even not factoring in that 6 does a continuity reboot.
You know what you made me think of when you said boring Dynasty Warriors? Elf Bowling.
Oh god. Did you know Elf Bowling got a sequel?
I know it got a movie.
It got a movie, and the movie was supposed to get a sequel, but there is an Elf Bowling 2, which is where the character of Dingle comes from, that served as the antagonist of the movie. The Elf Bowling sequel is not even a bowling game, it's shuffleboard.
Oh my god.
And it was ported to the Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS illegally. And I don't mean like homebrew, I mean like the developers ported it without a license for the game and sold it in stores. And it's regarded as one of the worst Game Boy Advance and worst DS games because these were games you could play for free on the internet that you were that you were paying like $15-20 for.
Wow, I wonder how.
Lord have mercy.
So yeah, have you ever wanted to pay $20 to play a worse version of Elf Bowling? Then Elf Bowling for the Game Boy Advance is perfect for you. And you get the sequel, Elf Bowling 2.
Might cause some trouble later.
It's 2 free games for the price of 20 times that.
But what if I want to pay $30 for these games? Am I allowed to?
Then you would get the DS version.
I was joking. Oh, God.
The sad thing is, given the infamy of those games, I wouldn't be surprised if they were considered collector's items now.
They probably are. I like what Proto put Elf Bowling 3 Calvin's Revenge.
Elf Bowling 3 Calvin's Revenge. Instead of bowling or shuffleboard, it's like Silent Scope, where it's a sniping simulator.
I was gonna say backgammon because no one knows how to play. Think about it. How many people do you know how to play backgammon?
No. It's not backgammon. It's Mancala.
I actually played Mancala.
I used to play Mancala all the time as a kid. Like it's got to be the most what the fuck game that has nothing to do with bowling to be an Elf Bowling sequel.
Yeah. We have to think about it. Both Mancala and Backgammon, they both work as a what the fuck.
Yep.
or if you want to piss
No.
everybody off-
Hear me out. Elf Bowling 3, Calvin's Sexy Strip Poker.
Okay, why were you going to cards when I was thinking a card game? We know a card game I was thinking about. Spades. The game that no one teaches you how to play. You just gotta know how to play it. And if you don't know how to play it, you just piss off everyone at the table. Fun, right?
No. Since we've established that's a Calvin themed game, it's gotta be the worst card game, so it's War.
Actually, I like
the card game that requires no skill and is entirely based on luck.
You mean the game that can theoretically can literally go on forever?
Yes, if you get really unlucky, yes. That's why it's gotta be Calvin's game. Calvin doesn't deserve a game? Oh no, you misunderstand. He's the opponent.
Did you find Tien?
Sure did. Listen up.
And when you win, you get to fire him out of a cannon into the depths of space.
Why can't we fire him into a
This
sun?
has been a long time in the making. Thanks.
Because if you just fired him into the sun, he would just burn up instantly. If he's sent out into the void of space, he gets to suffocate to death.
Proto came up with part 4.
Calvin starts a cult. Oh, so it's just a Cult of the Lamb ripoff then.
I fixed some grub to take
With less features and janky animation.
have the leftovers.
No. It's based on Calvin, so there's no animation. It's just slideshows. It's a visual novel. There we go.
Oh god. Not even a visual, it's stick figures. There we go. It's a stick figure okay, I'm joking right now, but a stick figure visual novel would sell. You know that, right?
Yes. I should know. I've
You know
played
why-
some.
You know why I say that too? Because of the what was it? The distraction dance. Harry
I
Stickmin.
wasn't even talking about that. There was like an old Newgrounds series called Johnny Rocket Fingers that was basically a visual novel. I remember the guy did a Kickstarter for a third game that was going to be like not a Flash game and actually something that was sold, but it failed to meet even a fraction of its goal. There's Vomi! Hey, Mommy. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy?
Fine.
They even gave her thick thighs.
New feature to you.
Interesting.
And Proto came up with part 5, Calvin's Loan Shark Crisis.
And Dash Cat came out with Elf Bowling 6, Calvin Dies.
Let me guess, number 7.
Number 15.
Resurrection C. Resurrection C.
Number 15. Elf Bowling number 15. Burger Cake Foot Lettuce. I'm too angry about Calvin to redacted word over Vomi. Sorry, I can't say that on Twitch without getting banned. Anyways, the training mode later on is where we're going to encounter our legendary 6th Ginyu Force member.
Ooh.
And yes, really, you're not allowed to say that, and you're not allowed to say the word for people that don't get laid and make the fact that they don't get laid their entire personality.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It starts with an I.
I know what we're, yeah, because you just confirmed it. Also, a saltine. That word.
Yeah, you're not allowed to say the slang word for white people. That's not really a slur, but Twitch considers it a slur. Like, even if you're white and you say it, you can get banned. For hate speech.
You know what would be messed up is someone's actually talking about the food. They get banned and like, yeah, Twitch, I'm actually eating the food.
I'm angry. I'm too angry over Calvin to goon over Vomi. Yeah, that you can say that. You can say that.
You can also say swoon. That's another word. I mean, that's an old man word, but yeah.
Back in my day.
Yeah.
Back in the cave system nearby.
Back in town.
Meanwhile, back in town.
Meanwhile, a Legion of Doom.
Meanwhile, on Namek. So I'm actually kind of under-leveled for this fight. But fuck it, we ball. Well, not under-leveled. I'm right at the level of the enemies.
Last Tuesday.
A long, long time ago, but somehow in the future.
At your local Taco Bell. Santa's secret basement room.
Meanwhile, in Santa's secret basement room, where he keeps the vampire queen, also known as his wife.
Oh, Dash Cat has a,
Do I have consecutive energy blast? Yeah, I just don't like using it. Well, I have better. I have super consecutive energy blast. I tend not to use the rapid energy blast or consecutive energy blast very much, because they're they don't fit my play style, which is basically like rushdown moves. I know this isn't the proper fighting game terminology of rushdown, but fuck it.
Now you're playing like Vegeta.
Yeah, now I'm really playing like the Prince of all Saiyans.
The Prince of all two Saiyans.
The Prince of all, more like the Prince of all jobbers. Like, once you see Vegeta doing this, you know he's fucked.
Yeah. Reddit, stop using Key Blast. They don't work.
Vegeta, look! I'm a ghost.
I'm just laughing because Vegeta.
I'm a ghost in the machine.
Vegeta just believe it. So, if Vegeta a Naruto fan?
Don't mind me, I'm just having an aneurysm from sheer stupidity. Wow, I didn't know you were that stupid, Vegeta. That's one of my favorite underrated Nappa lines.
Yeah. Big Bang attack.
This is Vegeta. He was a prison bitch.
Vegeta, I can fly.
Yes, Nappa. You can fly.
Vegeta, look, it's a Pokemon. I'm a Pokemon. Chaozu. Its name is Chaozu. I'm gonna catch it. Oh, Vegeta, it didn't work.
You should use Gallic Gun after our combo. Well, I don't have Big Bang Attack yet. Unbridled Power, level 1. I'm probably never gonna use that because it gives you a status debuff when you use it.
We should have room for a few more upgrades, but we're a little short on power.
There's a Nappa statue at your job. That is awesome, Proto Rage.
Yo, nice.
Got it.
It sucked. Yeah, that's why I don't usually bother with the training stuff. Because a lot of from what I've seen, a lot of the quote-unquote boosts that you get from training are actually debuffs that give you a minor boost that you would get anyway from your regular, like, passive abilities. So it's not worth the risk. And yeah, I don't have Big Bang Attack yet, because I don't think you unlock that yet at this point. Let's see. Yeah, you don't get that until later in this chapter. That's one of the things that kind of bugs me about the progression system in this game. Yeah, it makes sense for Vegeta to not have Big Bang Attack this early. But gameplay-wise, I want to use Big Bang Attack. Vegeta doesn't get any of his cool moves until about halfway through the game. I want to be Vegeta, and I want to give a big bang to the enemies. Super Spirit Bomb for Goku is pretty good. Yeah, from my experience, it is. The only issue with the Spirit Bomb attacks is their long charge time, which, you know, is accurate to how they work in the show.
Yeah.
How's your training going?
Mind your own business.
Well, fuck you too, Vegeta. I guess you won't need to be living in my house anymore, you filthy freeloader.
Oops, you didn't hear that from me.
You dare call the Prince of All Saiyans a freeloader? Well, I don't see you paying any rent. You'll get your rent when you fix this damn training chamber.
That's it. I'm getting Mr. Popo.
I mean, Dr. Brief doesn't know Mr. Popo.
It would be funny if he did. And
Vegeta hasn't met Mr. Popo yet.
Back to Piccolo and Gohan.
My God!
Come on. I'm going to let it slide this one time.
Hello.
Isn't it? Oh. Call from Vomi. Okay.
Oh man, I bet everyone.
Something going on at Capsule Corp. Anything to keep us from fighting the androids. Let's be honest.
Gohan's improved a lot. And I bet he's only gonna keep getting stronger.
Night, Dash Cat.
Have a good night, Dash Cat. We're gonna wrap up pretty soon anyway. I thought we were gonna get to the androids at this point, but I forgot how much side shit there is in this chapter. Not even side shit. Stuff that forces you to do before the androids are introduced.
I have no idea what to expect with these androids.
But that was the line. Yeah, Shadow Crack. That was the line.
Isn't that weird, Black Man? Yeah, almost as weird as what I'm gonna do to you if you call me that again. Also, when Vegeta gets thrown off the lookout by Mr. Popo for calling him Black Man again, and cuts to Korin and Yajirobe. I knew it was gonna happen. 'Twas never a matter of if, Only when.
My power! Done already?
Right. Check my moves so I can equip the guided Kamehameha. There we go. We should be good for now. All right, so Capsule Corp it is. Also, you want to know the one thing that exists in the Dragon Ball universe that could never exist in reality, which is what firmly plants this show in the sci-fi fantasy genre?
The
But
capsules?
I really want to test my moves on them.
Close. It's related to the capsules. A billionaire family who actually looks out for the good of
I
humanity.
need to train up and get stronger than ever so I can take on whatever kind of androids come our way.
Damn.
All right. What is it now, mommy? I mean, Vomi. No, I meant
Okay,
mommy.
you know what's hilarious? When you said, what is it now, mommy? I was about to say, I'm not your mommy. I was about to answer. Oh.
All right, there were records of a mysterious individual on the Ginyu Force pod that Goku arrived in. That name is Bonyu and belongs to a female warrior from an extraterrestrial planet. Yep, we're about to see our sixth Ginyu Force member.
Indeed.
And she's basically this game's recurring super boss, where you can fight her multiple times with increasing levels of strength.
Are you ready to begin your training?
Oh. I wonder if anyone's done a low level.
And there she is, Bonyu.
Wood.
And for the record, she is Space Australian, just like Jace.
Wood.
Think you can beat the mighty Bonyu? Let's see just how much trouble you're gonna cause me.
Perfect time playing DBZ connected to Dre the West because of Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, by complete coincidence, because I didn't know that Black Myth Wukong was coming out before I scheduled this.
I'm starting to have some fun.
Oh no, she has a real geometry attack!
Oh god. Is your attack squared when it's front?
No, it's cubed.
Hold on. Is it squared when it's coming straight at you?
No, she
Or-
just wants to square off. She's squared up.
It's time to end.
That joke is Squaresville.
I'm giving you all I've got. You're still alive.
Have you noticed that she's not wearing pants? That's because pants are for squares.
No one can stop me now.
I mean, does anyone in the Ginyu Force wear pants? They all wear tights. Right?
Yeah, they all wear tights or Speedos.
You dum-dums never learn.
For the record, would you like to know the reason why she was not in the main Ginyu Force lineup, according to this game's lore? She thought their poses were stupid and refused to do them.
But you've got heart.
The funny thing is, when you look at all of her attacks are technically poses.
No way in hell I misread you this badly. Now, disappear. No one can stop me now.
You gotta be kidding me!
Now, disappear.
Wait, that move is...
Sturdier than I look.
Yeah, that's basically galactic donuts.
Yeah.
You dum-dums never learn.
Why haven't I gone Super Saiyan for this fight? What is wrong with me? Answer a lot of things, but that's beside the point.
You're looking for a challenge, most likely.
It's actually because I keep forgetting that I have Super Saiyan at this point.
Face with a spirit bomb?
Yes, and she didn't die because the spirit bomb never fucking works. Except in the movies.
No one can stop me now. No point in struggling.
And the earth blew up.
Hold on, I gotta blow her back out. With body blow.
Lord have mercy.
I'm going to make you pay for this.
Also, as one more bit of a Toriyama punnery, would you like to know, you know how the Ginyu Force's naming scheme are all based after dairy products, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to know what Bonyu's name is related to?
Boobies?
Breast milk.
I wasn't too far off.
That's also why she's busty.
Yes.
Toriyama knew what he was doing, and he was cooking hard.
Give us a 7-course meal.
Also, I need to update my community board. I haven't done that in a bit. Still no Captain Ginyu soul to add there. I like that I'm just kind of casually collecting souls.
Okay, Mr. Reaper. Why did I say that like a...
I mean, if I were to have a weapon modeled for me, it would probably be a scythe.
Did you just realize also the way I said it sounded
Mr.
like a
Reaper.
character from... it sounded like it would be a character for Goobus Doobus.
Genius runs in our family.
Hey there, Mr. Reaper. How's it going?
Well, I don't know.
You hear it now, right?
I do know your mother's the best of us all.
See, who else do I have to add? Korin. Okay. Korin's probably going in either gods or training, or maybe adventure. Gods or training, probably. Like, the god selection's pretty small. Yeah, Korin's good. Well suited for gods. Yeah, he's definitely meant for the community of the gods.
10 million and a few down.
Also, I've got Android 8 on my board.
Aider.
Yep, Aider's in the, I put him in the tech board.
Aider was an underrated character.
Yeah, because he didn't really get to appear after Dragon Ball ended. After the Red Ribbon arc ended, really.
Yeah.
But this game fixes that by giving him a few side quests.
That's nice. Also, I like how everyone agrees that if Goku was going to turn Super Saiyan earlier, it would have been the Aider death. Like, it's unanimous between fans.
It would have been either Aider or Krillin's first death.
Yeah.
You know, during King Piccolo. Have a good night, Shadow Dragon. We're just getting ready to wrap up here in a bit after I finish fucking about with the community board.
Thanks, Shadow Dragon. Hey, guess what temperature it is right now?
69.
Nice, you got it. The funny thing is, I'm not even lying or joking. It actually is 69 degrees right now.
I like that one of the best communities to put Chaozu in, actually the best community to put Chaozu in, is cooking. Because remember, he's a good cook.
Oh shit, you're right.
See, they thought of everything when making this.
I forgot about that too.
All right, and we got a few upgrades here that give, like, massive boosts to everything. So I'm going to give one to Piccolo, because he's in sore need. There we go. And who are we going to give a Sensu Bean Seed to? Jace. No, not Jace. He's not good for the god community, so he doesn't need that boost. You know what? We'll give it to Guru. No, we'll give it to Nail. Nail.
I just realized I'm looking at some fan art. There's not enough of Banyu. There needs to be more.
Well, because she only appears in this game only through DLC. So a lot of people don't know about her.
I will die on the hill that she needs more fan art.
I agree. I'm just saying why there's not enough.
I know.
All right, so let us save here.
Yeah, and I love how some of them are giving her the belly too, and I'm like, oh, perfect.
Yeah, you gotta draw her kind of. This is probably not like the nicest term to use for it, but you gotta draw her a little pudgy. Because she's not like, you know, slim. She's she's hefty. She's husky.
You can
she's built.
Curvy. You can say curvy.
There's a lot of ways you could say it, and all of the ones I said are wrong.
Curvy, tasty.
Because when I think curvy, I think like, you know, I think like a Bayonetta type.
For me, that's the thing about thinking curvy. It's really to the eye of the beholder type thing.
Yeah. Either way, I love her design.
Oh,
and I wish there were more Dragon Ball girls drawn like her that were not played as jokes.
Yeah. I know
that's gonna do it for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot tonight. Thank you to everyone who joined me. Probably not gonna do a raid tonight.
Holy shit, I'm big.
Yeah, because the more people are in the call, the smaller the icons get.
I blame it on the pizza.
It's because, you know what? It's because the little pocket dimension that you guys exist in and share a space in to join my streams can only handle so much. So many people at once. So to compensate, it reduces your mass. That's my technobabble that is my new canon technobabble for why that is. So we're not going to raid anyone tonight, but thank you everyone for joining. I'll see you guys tomorrow night with Final Fantasy VII Remake returning to the Yuffie DLC after a long break. Until then, unpleasant dreams. And since JKR's not here to sing us off, we're not
But
going to
we're
have
waiting
any
for
ending
it.
song other than well, actually no, that would give me copyright claim. Good night, everybody.